Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to Quest and Chaos. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight, stuck in Candlekeep, where it's all going to be real interesting real quick. Let's try to get through some announcements quickly so that we can actually get into the story tonight. We'll find out how that goes. So, first and foremost, before the stream started, we were at 105% of the tavern upkeep for the month. Thank you all so much. This is the first time that we have actually hit 100% of the tavern upkeep since we started calling it that. So it's a huge milestone for us. We really appreciate it. It helps keep the lights on in this beautiful studio.
We should turn the lights off every time you say that.
even when the lights are occasionally not on.
That would be a good gag. If every time you said keeps the lights on, the lights went out.
Oh, that'd be funny. We should
on
do
the
that.
floor over there in the corner.
See, if James was here, he would sneak down.
Yeah, I would not get back up if I did that.
I was going to say, is it a switch or a plug? Because I am happy to go do it.
It's that black remote-looking thing. Ow.
But if you weren't here for the pre-show, we also get one other accent.
Oh, we only get two. Wow.
Goodness gracious. Well, thank you all so much for your contributions. We truly appreciate it. Because of this, we did a thing, and the Baroness is giving Kid Vorpal Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So, much obliged. Baroness is super appreciated. But yes, going forward, we're going to try to get as close as we can to the Tavern Upkeep every month. So you can help by joining the Quest and Chaos Patreon. Patreon.com/Quest and Chaos. You can donate bits here in the stream and subscribe on Twitch. You can also follow us over on YouTube, watch the ads, all that fun stuff. You know how that goes.
The ads are the best part.
The ads are certainly interesting. Yes, and goodness, the announcements get longer every time I look at them. Right, so first and foremost, the Deck of Inspiration is live on Kickstarter, and I imagine that everyone is going to now race to get it into the chat.
How's it going so far?
We have one backer.
It is going very fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Okay, someone put the
we are. It's going to make me log in.
No.
Anyway.
Oh.
I think when I looked, it was halfway.
Yeah, we're
more than
over
halfway.
halfway. Yeah.
Nice.
Halfway there, living on a prayer.
Wow, there you go. That's gone up since today because I looked at it earlier today.
78 backers. Thank you guys.
Somebody got paid.
Right.
It is paid day.
Is it?
So,
Tomorrow's mine, but yeah.
oh, mine's end of the month, so.
Fair enough. So yes, go and check out the Deck of Inspiration on Kickstarter. The link is in the description of the video if you're on YouTube. It is also in the chat if you are over here on Twitch, and if you are on the podcast, go and check out bit.ly/QNC deck.
That's right.
Yes! I had to record it for a Chaos Agents opening, so...
Since James isn't here,
Yeah.
It's okay, they can't see you.
Yeah, we're not up.
We're just disembodied voices, right?
You are always the voices in my head.
Well, they can't turn us on until I figure out how the strip lights work, and I haven't figured it out yet. Keep going.
There's a remote.
Yeah, I tried it. Keep going. We're
Wait,
trying to
there's
get
strip lights? Now I'm interested.
Of course you are.
The little remote is that black thing.
Other friends of the show are Birds of Paradise, which is birdsofparadise.com. Go and check them out for beautiful dice. You have to point it at the little round thing up at the top of the
That's
flats.
what I was missing.
Over to your right.
Yep, that one is on, and then right above you.
Yeah, there's a little round. There you go.
Nice.
That's what you were missing. Yeah. Sorry, dear.
I was trying to let you get through the announcements without interruption.
Yeah,
we talked
well.
about this.
When Ezra is at my table, it's not going to happen. So. But yes, Birds of Paradise, go and check them out for some beautiful, beautiful dice that are bird themed, some that are Arizona themed. We roll a bunch of them here at the table, and we love them. If you use our affiliate code Chaotic at checkout, then you get 15% off of your order, which is fantastic. Another friend of the show is Nord Games, which is nordgames.lc.com/3.html. And if you use... Go and check them out for decks. You check them out for books. They have some minis. They got all sorts of fun stuff going on over there. Great additions to your tabletop game. It works best with 5e. But you can use it for pretty much anything if you have a creative enough bent to your mind. And if you use our code chaotic20, or if you use our code chaotic at checkout, you get 20% off. There it is.
Chaotic20 at Nord Games.
Yes, Chaotic20.
Too many codes.
We need to have one that we use in all of them. Chaotic20 at checkout, you get 20% off, and we get a bit of a kickback, which is another way that you can help support the show while getting great things for your table. We also apparently have a Hero Forge affiliate link, and the rest of it's hidden behind the camera, so I'm not quite sure what that's saying.
bit.ly/QNC Hero Forge.
Cool. We have an affiliate link. Go and check that out for your Hero Forge mini needs. We love Hero Forge. We use them all the time. I need to repaint mine because it's the wrong color. But we've been using them for Chaos Agents, which, it's been very exciting. It's good to be back. Patreon members get to award us cards from the Deck of Inspiration. Today is the last day that you guys can use those.
Yeah, we gotta burn through these
So we
things.
really do need to get into the module.
Yeah, we need to fight.
Yeah, we're just gonna fight everything.
So we've got... Oh my gosh, here, you read these.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
They were already spread.
We are going to start off with Surgical Strike. You deal maximum damage on a single attack. That is a melee, spell, or ranged attack. You find the proverbial chink in the armor, reaching into a vital area underneath. I'm considering changing that. Every time I read that, I'm like, I don't know about that. Anyway, Dangerous Oil. As an actor, apply this oil as a weapon to a weapon. When applied, becomes magic. +1.
We have Boosted Regen. When consumed, this potion heals 1d6 plus 2 hit points at the beginning of each of your turns for 1 minute. And Surgical Strike, which has previously been mentioned. I enjoy that some of these are Divine Intervention and some of them are like potion or magic items. So some of them are physical things.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we also have Change of Fate, which is a divine intervention. We gain an advantage on a skill, attack, or saving throw roll. Regeneration. When consumed, this potion heals 1d4 plus 1 HP at the beginning of each of your turns for 1 minute.
Unless you go unconscious, as we established.
I am not ruling it that way. James can rule it that way all he likes. That continues working if you drop unconscious.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm gonna wreck you.
You can try, dear.
And then we've got Lock Trap. After you insert this gum-like substance into a door lock or padlock, it disappears. When a key or lockpick enters the lock, the trap detonates, dealing 2d4 force damage to each creature within 5 feet.
No sound.
What?
Now you're back.
Whoop.
Yeah.
What?
That was weird. Bonus time. You gain 1 extra bonus action on your turn. The rules on the number of spells in a turn still apply. And Owl's Wisdom. Drinking this tonic grants the user advantage on wisdom checks for 10 minutes. You may use a reaction to drink this potion for advantage on a single wisdom-based saving throw.
All right.
So we need to get into a fight is what I'm...
Yes. Let's do
There's
that.
lots of books in here. I'm sure we'll find something to stab.
Let's conveniently get into the same fight that you
What
guys
if-
had.
I don't know, the horses are going to be hard to work into this.
I don't know. Let's just say, what if we surprise Wuya and we each use a card? I think we can go. I think we can take care of this problem.
Which side do you think I'm taking in the Wuya Dewey Civil War?
Which problem specifically are we solving? 'Cause I feel like that solves one and creates another.
It's entirely probable. So for those of you who have noticed the absence at the table, James is off being a working actor tonight. We may or may not get him tonight. Probably not. So I have...
Oh, he's just going to show up?
Sure,
Maybe.
sure, why not?
We're all going to play Wuya.
It's good to be young.
I have been given the flow chart of how to run Wuya as an NPC.
Oh, wow. Of
So-
course
so-
James has a flow chart.
Of course he does.
We are counting on an independent movie production ending on time. We won't see James.
We won't see James. It's true. Yeah. So, yes, we're currently down 1 James, which was kind of unfortunate, actually, with this particular module, because, yeah. So, let's move on to the bits. The bits. First and foremost, I have to get down to the big ones at the bottom.
Oh, that means they're for team.
Very astute. 500 bits from Tamago Tora for the honk that will cleanse the world.
You know, every episode, he gives the goose a bit, And every episode the goose does. So the one he doesn't give is when
Yeah.
the goose is coming.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is now how we know when we have to fight the goose.
Honestly, I think that we calculate, we keep track of how many bits the goose has, and then when the goose shows up, it has that many bits.
Oh, no. Just like
Why does the goose get to roll for bits?
Yeah, the goose has to put his bits in the board.
Because the goose is special.
The goose is not that special.
But also 500 bits from Tamako Tora to make sure this episode is unable to be monetized. Alondra.
Wow! Really? I guess I'll have to try harder tonight.
Am I wrong?
Yes, you are. Thomas has started it the last 3 weeks running. I have been keeping track.
Fair point. 500 bits from Duke Fleeg for the players. There y'all go. And I believe that's it for right now. So, let's...
Can I make my announcement?
Yeah.
Yes, no, I'm so sorry. Laura, please.
For those of you in the San Francisco Bay Area, I'm going to be performing in a play down in San Jose with City Lights Theater Company. We're doing a production of Agatha Christie's The Hollow, which, like any Agatha Christie story, is a murder mystery. So you get a guess who done it.
Ooh.
It's one of
Does
the
it
might
change
be me.
depending on who? Is it one of those like interactive things?
You'll
where-
have to look at the attend and see.
So, no, we have to see it like 6 times.
I know.
Figure out. It's like Cthulhu.
It's like, so, yeah.
All the
We open this Saturday and run for 5 weekends. You can go to cltc.org, City Lights Theater Company.
In San Jose?
Yeah, down in San Jose.
CLTC.
.org. Makes it easy.
Nice. That does make it easy. Do you want to hit on scheduling announcement now or at the end of the session?
We'll do it at the end.
Okay.
It's a full week.
Mention the Kickstarter.
We did. Did we not do the? Yeah, we did.
Well,
the
we talked about
Kickstarter.
it mostly in
Yeah.
the pre-show, but for those of you who weren't here,
The Duck of Inspiration is on Kickstarter right now. We are over halfway done reaching our main goal, but really we need to hit the stretch goals. So that's
please
share it. Just share it. Share with anyone and
I need
everyone.
a deck of uninspiration for my home game. We need to hit the stretch goals.
One of the stretch goals is we're going to hire Tiana to do a verbal deck of inspiration. She's just we're going to record her reading every card. No, that's not.
And they will all be in terrible bastardizations of other accents.
I was going to say
spin the
that's
wheel of
actually
accent for
would be
everyone.
great from
Yeah.
an accessibility standpoint to do an
I
audio
know,
version.
I know. Wait,
If only we knew a bunch of voiceover
Let me
artists.
spin again.
All right. Boosted regen. What are we doing?
And doing it Irish.
Oh, God. Boosted regen. When consumed, this potion heals 1d6 plus 2 hit points at the beginning of each of your turns for 1 minute.
Irish is
Nice.
actually one of the only ones that I can kind of do reliably. Not the Oz, though, apparently. But my voice gets really soft when I do it, so I need to not do that. So, join us as we explore Candlekeep. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, yeah, you guys are back in Candlekeep. So my tail out phrase, join us as we explore Candlekeep, is actually accurate for once.
Wow, funny. We have another question. Where's James?
James is
we
not-
fired him.
He wasn't working out.
After the continual strife between him and Laura over the callbacks and everything else, we couldn't deal with it anymore.
I thought it was an OSHA thing. He kept dropping stuff, and there was just,
So many
workplace
spills.
accidents. It was-
He finally spilled, and we're like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's it. You're gone.
Get out of here.
If you spill one more thing, we mean it. He didn't believe us.
You know, as you do. Before we jump in, since we're still at the top of the show, why not? 1,000 bits from the Baroness for the players, as she cannot abide the presence of the honk.
Oh,
The Baroness is the anti-goose.
Yes.
I love that.
Bless.
Indeed. So,
That's my religion. I'm going to be the Baroness.
Cleric of the Baroness. I see
there,
that.
there we go.
That sounds like a good subclass, actually. Cleric of the Baroness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd build that.
So, previously on Swords and Sages, is that... Nope.
I'd build that.
Hashtag I'd build that.
Oh, I've built that.
Look, if anybody wants access to all of my insane homebrew stuff, get in our Patreon, and maybe at some point I'll pass off to Thomas, and he can release them as bonus content.
That is actually a good thing. How do people find you on TikTok?
Yes!
Wait.
Yes!
Hold on.
What
Do
is
you want people to find you on TikTok?
It's very easy to find me on TikTok, so I don't mind saying it. I'm all over the internet anyway. Like most of my other handles, it's fairly obvious. This is the one place that's different. You can find it at letter M, Lady Bedivere, as in Milady Bedivere, because somebody's camping my actual username. I haven't been able to get verified yet to kick them off.
Somebody was like, well, this is going to make me a mint.
It's the only place that I can't have just Lady Bedivere. But yes, you can find me, and if you want to hear me talk about flavor-based multiclassing. It has absolutely no mathematical build probability, which makes a lot of straight white men very mad at me on the internet. But everybody else likes it, so yeah, come check it out.
You're doing something right.
Yeah, and anything that pisses off a straight white man, you're doing something right.
We need to get you and Nord Games together to go and get your domains.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Go hunting for the people
I
who
own
are camping.
LadyBedivere.com, so I think I'm fine there, which is also where you can find all of my other stuff. Links to these guys and the podcasts and everything.
I own every other spelling of Lady Bedivere, so someday.
I have those search engines. Anyway. But we're in Candlekeep
digress.
playing a game in Candlekeep.
What?
Yes.
Playing a game?
Yeah.
Oh, I was told this
And we're
was
going to
just
be
a
done by
banter
9:45, so we're going to go to Candlekeep now.
Are we though?
episode. Every time it's 5 minutes earlier.
Yep. It's the only
know,
way.
We're going to be done by 8:30.
Okay, cool. I can go home and get a good night's sleep for once. So, previously on Swords and Sages, our sword and sages.
No, there's no sage.
That's why there's quotation marks around it.
It was better than Mords and Mages.
No, it's sword and ages because we have so many different ages.
I was going to say, I'm sure somebody has sage in a component pouch somewhere.
That seems likely.
Probably Wuya.
Probably Wuya along with the rotted banana that's at the bottom of his pack.
I forgot about the banana.
He's got so many things in his pack. I don't ask.
Should, then he won't
He's
surprise
just
you with them in the
inventing
middle of the game.
composting.
He's compost.
Laura, your can's about to slide right off of your coaster. Is it empty? I don't want you to be the next James beer.
You'd get on the chart.
Oh no!
Spill chart.
So yes, they have returned to Candlekeep, which is currently being beset by sleep storms. So they have taken refuge with a group of interesting characters underground in the Firefly Cellar, which is underneath the House of Rest. As the name suggests, it is lit entirely by globes of fireflies that are placed in strategic places around the place. There are restoration efforts go underway in the cellar, so they're in the middle of the construction zone and just trying to work around everyone that's in there, try not to start any fights, fail a couple of times.
I think we're trying to start fights pretty ostensibly.
Yes. But they spend some time searching around for passageways to try to get over to the Pillars of Pedagogy to try and get into the club scepter. Realize that there was no other way in and out except for the door, the trapdoor that's at the top of the stairs. Got some rest, not a lot. And they are currently in the process of making breakfast as a little girl named Galeby is humming a song to herself.
And showing us disturbing pictures.
Showing you very disturbing pictures and being fascinated by Les's flies in his neck.
Didn't sound right.
You're the one who flavored them that way.
Beetles.
Beetles.
Not
beetles.
his fly.
Yes, you're not fascinated by it.
The flies are somewhere else.
Worse. Worse.
I got our earth a bit. You're welcome. The war continues.
What did you say? Chekhov's Kenku?
Oh my god.
So yes, Galeby has gone back into her the room that she shares with her father, opening and slamming the door in each direction. It's almost certain that he's awake at this point.
She was like changing clothes or something?
No, she was taking food in.
Sent her with a plate full of bacon.
That's right.
To have breakfast in bed with her dad, so that we can look at her very disturbing picture and try to figure out what to do.
Okay, well.
Can you describe the picture again?
Let me find the description again. Sure. So it is a picture that is drawn in. It's a very. I mean, she's 8, so it's drawn in a very childish style. But you can look at it and see this is a farm tableau, for lack of a better term. There are 2 people who are in the picture itself, which are rendered actually not realistically, but understandably. There is a man and a woman, and the man is on the ground with one of his legs in a different direction, and blood coming out of his ear, and the stump that was his leg. And the woman is standing next to him with a horrified expression on her face, holding a scythe.
Although she did it.
Yes.
But she did not mean to do it,
Exactly.
according to Galeby.
And Galeby was also singing a song. Some of the lyrics seem to match what is being depicted in the picture. And she let us know that she learned it from the Kinku.
From Chekhov's Kinku.
From
Crinkle.
Crinkle.
Crinkle the Kenku.
Yes.
Kinko shows up in Act 1.
Well, I know we gave you a hard time about wanting to murder that Kinku, but you might be onto something.
I might come off as boisterous, and maybe we should maybe we should find out if this missing book, if she actually has it, if she's willing to maybe let us look at it.
Well, it's a shame that Wu Ya's not feeling well because he established
Quite a
rapport
rapport.
with the thing.
Did he?
I mean, he talked to it. That's more than we.
I think he technically had Rusty establish a rapport, which was more your doing, Dewey. So maybe we just convince her that you don't have cooties anymore.
How are you gonna do that?
Also, I think he said he gave her something shiny. Doesn't he?
The Kenku, not the little girl.
Oh,
Although
right.
little girls also tend to like shiny things.
Right, we're talking. Yeah, the Kinku he gave one of the badges to.
Yeah.
Well,
I've
you
got-
think the little girl has the book?
I've got very shiny ball bearings.
I don't know.
Caltrops.
I mean, I have one of those
Please
badges
don't
as
be
well.
giving caltrops to bird people or children. I'm not even sure yours should have caltrops. Are you old enough
What do
for
you
that?
have caltrops for?
I put them outside that cave remember, to keep in case the dragon showed up?
Is that what was on
They
the
can fly,
showed up?
Nimrod. They can fly.
I love that Nimrod is also in Faerun as an insult. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I don't actually have anything shiny that I want to give
I mean,
away.
I have one of those badges that I have not used,
Oh, that's right, so do I.
but
I mean,
I
I
feel a
sure.
little
has
bad
one,
giving
yeah.
the same gift twice.
I mean, I have something shiny, and she's like, perhaps these might be persuasive.
I think that's a different term for giving it to her than what we were intending. You're not incorrect.
Plan B.
in your
Plan B.
assessment, but
Odila, that's plan
She'll-
B. I'm all for plan B, but I think that
I have jewelry that I do not need, most of which is perfectly shiny. I'm sure we could give her a pair of earrings or something.
I mean, so not to bring a sense of purpose to any of this, but why would we be talking to the Kinku? What, I don't think going up there and saying, so what's your game is going to work.
Well, all right, here is the question. We have not asked anyone if they know the whereabouts of this missing book. Are we intending to do that? Or are we intending to not reveal the fact that you all went into Varnier's secret bookbinding laboratory and moved pages?
To be honest, I don't care about a missing book. We were going to use the missing book as an excuse to try to explore further, but we have exhausted all the corners of this underground.
And based on Booyah's
chamber.
description, I think Varnya's going to notice that things were moved about.
I think I can probably take care of Varnier if need be, but
I am just curious if these horrifying dreams are connected to the sleep storm, so I'm inclined to find out more about...
Timeline doesn't match up with the sleep storm, but it does seem to go along with that strange song.
I'd also like to know if everyone's having those dreams.
That is a very good point.
I didn't have the dream.
I got a long rest. Did I have any dreams?
Those of you who got a long rest, you had a good night's sleep.
Okay.
I dreamt, as I always do, of an episode of Who's the Boss with Tony Danza.
Oh, was it the
I'm
Tony
not
Danza dream
familiar
again?
with that.
And as always, it was every episode pretty much the same. It was just him going, Samantha, Mona, Angela.
But was he wearing pants this time, or was it the other version?
No, he was wearing pants. Alyssa Milano.
All right, that version.
Down the hall, you hear the door to the room that Gailby shares with her father open, and quiet conversation as the father ushers child up the stairs and into the main area upstairs.
So it's a less aggressive opening of the door, I presume.
Yes, yeah, it's very much an adult opening the door as opposed to the child banging and yelling.
Sabathani, I think, was still near the door, and so she'll kind of like lean out and go, well, if anybody wanted to go on an escapade into a presumably now empty room and look around, now might be the time.
Yeah, Adula's gonna go.
The less I know about that, I'll go up and speak to the father while you do that.
Where did Wooyah disappear to?
He's not feeling well. The boy is.
I was wondering if maybe you could distract them while we...
Oh, I mean, we could put him in a bag of holding.
Wooyah?
Yeah.
No, there's no
Is there
air in there.
air?
I'm not
I'm just saying that
I'm
we
not
could.
carrying Wooyah around in a bag of Holden, over my shoulder, or under any other conditions.
He can just lay in the bed.
He'll go sink into that beanbag chair. We won't see him for centuries.
Adula slips to the door.
And I'll go up and talk to the dad.
All right, so Adila, we'll handle yours first. Going into the room that's now comfortably lit with a little firefly globe, and you look around, there are very clearly two delineated sides of the room. Mm-hmm. There's not quite like the tape line down the center, but you can kind of imagine it.
My brother and I did that.
My three siblings and I shared a large loft room until I was 8. We delineated by piles of stuff.
I got the side with the door with the tape on it, so you had to ask my permission to leave the room.
God.
WKRP.
Oh, he didn't have like an easement. Odila will go to whatever side is clearly the little girl.
Yeah,
Gailby's side.
there are toys all over the floor. The bed isn't made, and there are the only like neat and tidy area is a little desk that's in the corner that has art supplies on it. And looking at these, you've been around well-off people. These are the good art supplies, like.
Great paw.
Say, none of that rose art stuff. This is all Prismacolor.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there are a variety of mediums, for lack of a better term. There isn't any really, there isn't really any paint, but there are different colored pencils. There's even a little bit of charcoal, which is kept in a small container off to the side, and crayons and that sort of thing, and big pieces of paper. She's
got the 128, not the 16.
Yeah, she's got the good stuff.
Are there other drawings?
Not on top where you can see. On top there is a stack of blank paper.
She'll look through the drawers of the desk.
So you pull open the first couple of drawers, and they're filled with a child's assortment of things. There's also a little artist model, like one of those hinged humanoid shaped things.
Is it doing anything creepy?
I got no strings to tie me
Hold
down.
on, let me look at my
Does it
spells.
turn and look at you?
Well, like, okay, with
Animate objects.
So we're adding puppets to the list of.
Hey, those things are wood, so automatically.
It's true. It's true. It
Right,
also-
right.
That's book
Marionette.
adjacent. I don't trust it.
it's book adjacent.
I heard I missed attacking trees, so this is close up.
It's true. It's true. The little model creature thing, it's very still. It is inert, and it doesn't move when you poke it with a knife. Down at the bottom, on the bottom drawer, is the the widest and the shallowest, and that is where you find a trove of drawings.
Oh, so she will pull those out and start looking through them.
Okay. The majority of them seem I mean, innocuous. There are several attempts at drawing a bird person. You haven't seen Crinkle, but you've seen Kenku before. So, this is actually a reasonably good childish representation of a Kenku, with, matted feathers and holding something that's small and metallic looking. You can't quite tell. There are, there are drawings of what the library area upstairs looked like before the restoration project really got underway. So you can actually, as you're flipping through them, you can kind of see a what is the word that I'm looking for? The changing timeline pictures.
Like a flip book?
Kind of, yeah. Not perfectly like a flip book, but you can watch the timeline of the place as it starts to take on what it looks like now.
Got it, okay.
And at the very bottom of the stack, you get the impression that they're kind of hidden. Is a couple more of those kinds of drawings, like what she showed you in the kitchen.
Anything distinct? Or just what are the pictures of?
One of them is of a dog, and it looks like it might be the same woman that was in the picture of the farm, and the dog is latched onto her wrist, and there's blood everywhere.
I guess she got her comeuppance.
And then the one under it is a forest scene, or at least there are trees and what looks like a river. And there's a boy that is next to the river, and there's a pile of clothing next to the riverbank, and then you can see kind of a cutaway of under the river where a boy is floating with X's over his eyes.
Okay. Is there anyone out in the hallway?
Sabaktani's in the hallway.
Dewey's out in the hallway.
Yeah, I was just saying, middle grounding it between the two spaces.
Sabaktani, you might want to take a look at what I found in here. She'll kind of yell out to the door.
I'll be right back. I will dip in and take a look and just very, casually flip through.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's not what I would expect a normal, well-adjusted material plain 8-year-old to be drawing, that's for certain.
I love that list of descriptions.
Look, this would be very normal in Sabaktani's household.
Sure.
This is not that kind of place.
These are a little realistic for someone to be able to depict just from hearing a bad story. I truly do think she's picturing these in her dreams, and I don't imagine at 8 years old she's actually experienced anything like this.
I would certainly hope that at 8 years old she is not familiar with a drowning victim or whatever else is going on here.
It makes me think something is affecting her dreams. I don't know if it's connected to sleep storms or not, but
It does seem to have something to do with that song, though, and music is very powerful. And
Also-
very suggestive.
Also, looking at these two pictures and thinking back about the picture that she showed you, there's one other thing that remains the same between all three of them. Off in the left-hand corner of each of them is a cloud, maybe. It's not rendered in crayon. This is something that she would have used the charcoal for. You can still see the fingerprints where she smudged it into the corner. But it's exactly the same in each of them, the shadow hovering in the corner.
Yeah, I think Sabaktani has the first drawing that she brought in with, because I'd wanted to pick it up and look at it when I heard all the conversation happening. So is that the only thing on the drawings that is in a different medium?
Yes.
Everything else is crayon, and then that's the one thing that is. This is either a very particular emergence of an artist's signature, or it has some greater significance, don't you think?
can't exactly tell what it is, but I agree. I think we need to talk to our bird friend sooner rather than later.
I don't think that bird's our friend, first of all, but you're right, we do need to talk to her. You haven't happened to find any books in this room, have you? Either the one we're looking for or just anything else that seems out of place.
Yeah, she would have been looking for books?
Books, my ancient enemy.
Look, we're all a little edgy about
books.
sketchy books, and specifically books that are not in their normal respective places on shelves.
I haven't seen anything so far, but I haven't dug through the clutter, so she'll probably go ahead and try to look through anything.
Sebastian will do a quick scan on Dad's side of the room.
Dad's side of the room is very Spartan, so you're able to look through things pretty
Flip through the
quickly.
drawers, hand under the pillow,
Yeah, that sort of thing. The only thing that you find that's really of any interest, because there's a little chest that he has some stuff in that you open and then just look at. It's very well organized, and you can immediately see that there is no honking big book.
Yeah, quick, flip through of is there anything hidden in the clothes? No. Yeah, okay, great.
The only thing of any interest that you find is under the bed. There is a ornate circular box that's decorated with silver filigree.
Am I able to open it?
Yes. Inside there is a small glass figurine of a woman on a wooden stand. And there's a post that you recognize from having various jewelry stands in your home, that this is a ring post that's meant to hold a ring, but it's not there at the moment.
Okay. Well, this I don't think is his, but I think I know why he has it. Close it, slide it back under.
And you're digging through the rest of the chaos that is on Gail B's side.
Yes, I'm imagining my own son's room right now.
Yeah.
So exactly what it looks like.
They'll never know you turned this side over.
Exactly.
It's true. Well, you say that though. Looking at like once you spend a little bit of time digging through, you can see there is kind of a method to the madness. Like there are clothes piled in one specific area and a little tableau of toys on another.
She'll keep them in the piles.
Yeah. So looking through, you find all the detritus of an 8-year-old girl who has access to the rest of the library. There are a couple of books, but they're all normal-sized books or thin picture books, not the massive thing that piece of wood was holding.
Oh, yeah. More and more, I think we need to speak to this Kenku?
Kenku, yes.
Kenku?
And speaking of that, Dewey has been moved over and listening at the Kenku's door, but trying to be very quiet and not interrupt.
Okay. Make me a stealth check first, and then a perception check, please.
7 on the stealth.
Okay.
And let's add some inspiration.
Add a
I don't know.
D6.
Will that help? Will that make a difference?
I don't want her to be mad.
Yeah.
The highest that he'd be able to get is a 13.
What's Kenku's passive perception?
You know what? They'll second
question.
it. So
Yeah. Second.
What else, do we have?
we have like 3.
Use a change of fate if you want to reroll.
Your advantage on that?
I feel like-
Oh my god.
Yeah, we should use cards, man.
Yeah, no. Use the
Okay,
change
yeah.
of fate.
Let's
Do a
do
reroll.
it. Let's do it.
Might as well. Yeah.
Worse?
8.
8.
Better, but only
Hey,
just.
that's +4.
Could someone hand me that?
Should we add inspiration on top of that?
That was not handing.
Yes.
All right.
You guys can
You
give
have
us
to
more
throw
bits.
yours then.
Yeah, I will.
10.
Wow.
God, Thomas. Throw away all your dice.
And you're not even the one who has disadvantage on all skill checks this
That was only
episode.
slightly below average for a D6.
Okay. All right. So you got a 10 on your stealth.
So I trip into the door.
No, you didn't roll a that one. It's not that.
But then I'm
bad.
going to listen once I'm there.
Yeah.
All you hear is a Kinko going, I know you're there.
Dirty 20 on the perception.
So
Great.
as you're leaning your ear against the door, your foot kind of scuffs the bottom of the door, and it's not like a rap, but it is definitely a audible sound.
Invisible.
Okay.
Nice.
I still know you're there.
And you can hear sort of, you know, that sound that ravens make when they're upset.
Yes.
That sound. That's what you hear from behind the door.
So I'm just going to then just be very still, invisible. And just wait. Be like, in my head, I'm thinking, I am not walking towards your Doritos. I'm not walking. Because that happened to me this morning. Because the birds were like getting all in my business. I'm like, I'm not going to take your Doritos.
You took their Doritos, didn't you?
I did not.
You're like, I have some back at the office.
You know, as you do. Yeah, you don't really hear much of anything besides that unhappy churring noise.
Does it continue, or do I think that it was just in response to me being sort of clumsy?
It was in response to you being kind of clumsy.
But then does it go away?
It was a brief sound of displeasure, and then it stopped. And now, listening, you can... Let's see, with the Dirty 20, there's kind of a rustling sound, like a constant rustling sound. It's not like... It is not like pages of a book turning. It is more like a bunch of small things moving. Not quite.
Where's Tidwell?
So I'm actually, the whole time that they are in the room and doing all of that stuff, I'm just listening, just trying to get if there's anything different that's happening.
Yeah, what strikes you as peculiar is that is the only noise that you can really hear. Like occasionally there's a little bit of like ruffling that you would recognize as being like bird feathers, but no real talking or any other sounds like that.
Okay. And she's not walking around. She's just okay. So then, as soon as they're done, I'll.
Right before you leave the door, and you're like pulling your ear away from the door for a second, you can hear she's singing something kind of under her breath.
Does it sound like a nursery rhyme, like we heard before?
It sounds like the tune that Galeby was singing earlier.
The tune, not even just.
Not just a different one. You've got a Dirty 20. You can recognize this as the tune.
Well, I mean, I think we knew that, so I'll just back away, and we'll, whenever we
Listen to more of the lyrics, do we?
No, someone else learned a terrible song that will drive them crazy.
Wrong game.
I was going to say, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just trying to delay the dad, really. So I'm just, I don't know, deception, or I have absolutely no insight or anything, so I'm not going to learn anything about it.
That's fair. So upstairs, you're sitting with Ebder and Galeby, and Varnier has come to join you as well. And it's light morning conversation. Ebder seems a little bit groggy, but you'd kind of expect that from being awoken with multiple slams with the door opening and closing. This is. I mean, even without insight, you can tell this is just, this guy's not a morning person.
I want to, Vanya, I must commend you. I slept like the dead last night. I had a wonderful night's sleep.
Oh, well, that is absolutely wonderful to hear. Things being a little bit chaotic down here. Some people have difficulty, getting some rest. But I'm glad that you were able to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I know Galeby was telling me about dreams she's had and that sort of thing.
Yes, the poor girl. And she looks over at Galeby, who's tenting two pieces of bacon together and just looking at them, and then doing it from the other side, very, very much like the artist practicing perspective stuff.
Nice.
And she seems to be completely enraptured with what she's doing at the moment, humming that little song to herself. And Varner kind of gives her a sideways look of concern for a second before. Yes, the dreams have been somewhat difficult for everyone. We found out about them the first night that she started having them because she woke everyone screaming.
My. And no one else has had these dreams?
No one has.
Well, that's one good news then.
It is certainly something. I trance. I do not sleep properly, so I wouldn't have those sorts of dreams anyway. But Cthulhu told me that Cthulhu's been talking to her about that, and Crinkle a little bit as well. No one seems to be having those dreams, so that's good.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. And we're apologies, of course, as we sort of bull rushed in here in all these different ways, but we're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on here and help out if we can. But I know you told one of my compatriots that you think the great readers will have this taken care of in a day or two.
Oh, very easily. They are well on track for getting all of this figured out. Thankfully, to get things set back to their proper ways.
Yeah, that is wonderful news. Have they sort of suggested how they're going to do that?
They had some thoughts, but there's only so much that can be fit into a sending.
Well, yeah.
When you only have 25 words to work with, the best that you can get without burning a great deal of power is we have it in hand.
Well, that is good news. That is good news.
Les, I would like you to make a Constitution check, please.
Con's my dump stat. That is a 7.
Okay. As you're talking to Varnier, and you can kind of like half hear Gale be humming that tune, you find yourself humming it as well.
Kill all the people in the house. Cut their heads off.
And after it gives you a very annoyed look. Sorry, Galeby, can you please stop with the humming, please?
I got right in my head.
It's a catchy little thing, isn't it?
I tell you. Do I know the lyrics, or am I only just catching the tune?
Just the tune.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's Galeby. What are the words that it drives me simply mad when I have a tune stuck in my head and I don't know the words.
Well, the first words are "see a mother scything wheat."
See a mother scything wheat. Okay.
But I don't really know the rest of the lyrics. Just some of them. It's. I've been trying to. She kind of gives her dad a sideways look. I mean, Crinkle sings it now and again, or has been the last couple of days, and just this morning. I couldn't catch the words.
Kill your husband, it's time to eat.
So Crinkle was only singing it today.
This morning, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Let's all keep talking about this while nothing else happens downstairs.
And Varnier now has her head is up and she's just like looking between the three of you, just
right. Can I don't know, deception or something to just try and keep everybody here? Sort of start a rolling conversation, or charm, I guess could be there.
I don't know. You don't need to.
Persuasion,
because
I guess.
You don't need to because they are all inclined to stay put right here. But you can tell even without good passive insight, Varnier is concerned. Like something is now on her mind.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm just gonna try and keep everybody here. And...
And how about the three of you? What are you continuing to do investigations downstairs? What are you doing?
Well, I would want to meet up with Dewey and know about what he.
Yeah. So I think that's so. Okay, hey, let's go in our room.
Just one moment. Spockney wants to. I'm gonna.
Are you visible now?
Grab the charcoal.
Okay.
Disembodied voice.
And a sheet of one of the blank sheets of paper, and just take it with me.
Okay. So you want to grab a little stick of the charcoal?
I want to look for a stick of the charcoal, preferably one that looks like it's been used, like one of the ones that she's been using, and just snag that in one of the sheets of paper. I will keep the original drawing, the one that she brought to show us, and I'll help Odila sort of tuck the other ones back in the drawer. And then I'll follow.
All right. You have acquired a piece of charcoal and a piece of paper.
Yeah, just might need to do some experimenting or something. Who knows?
Who knows?
Odila, Sabachthani, it's me. It's Dewey. I'm invisible.
Yes, Dewey. We gathered that. Where do you want to talk?
I don't know. In one of the rooms. What did you find in there? Let's go in the
let's
room.
go.
And the door opens, and then
Odil's gonna grab a sheet.
Let's go into our room so that we don't wake William up.
I can't see anything. Dewey. Hold on. Hold on.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, into a wall.
Into a wall and bounce off onto the floor.
Somewhere you hear we all laugh.
Why, Odila? Why?
I'll steer everybody
I want you to
into
sneak up on me.
our room that I did not sleep in last night.
Right.
So that we don't like wake up Wuya, who is sleeping off his 8-year-old hangover. Whatever's happening.
Hey, he took a sip of that vial and it.
Yeah,
You
it just
know?
took him out this time.
Yep. I mean, face biter, it'll do it.
You gotta make it a different color than your adrenaline shot, man. I'm just saying.
true.
The coffee crash is real. Yeah, we'll go ahead and shut the door. All right. Anything interesting to report back, Mr. Invisible?
Oh, she was upset when I accidentally kicked the door.
Dewey.
So that's a thing. I thought I did pretty well. Anyway, so she was humming the words to the same thing that Galeby was singing, but I didn't want to hear the words, so I kind of.
Why not?
And then there was like this. Oh, there was this weird like sound that sounded like something happening.
Can you be
Is that a white noise machine?
It could have been.
Can you be any more specific about what kind of sound, like something was like the sounds that come out of our room, like the sounds?
Oh, no.
Okay,
It's
there's
so
it down.
It wasn't like pages of a book, but maybe it was like maybe her finger like running over the book consistently, like over I don't know. Maybe it's Braille, or I don't know.
Cool. Braille's in the Forgotten Realms.
Okay.
But
Could she have been drawing,
oh,
like with charcoal? As I'm looking at this like weird smudge that's up in the corner that clearly has Galby's like fingerprints on it.
I think you blew this thing wide open. this is more open.
Sabathani, you mentioned perhaps having some enticing, shiny objects. Perhaps.
Sabathani literally just pops her earrings off and offers them to you.
Yeah, those might do. I think maybe we might have a conversation. Oh, actually, Dewey, this is where you can perhaps be a help if you learn to be a little sneakier, not run into things. Maybe I'll bump things just to cover up any noise.
Maybe.
I do have experience that with a certain skeletal bird. If anybody remembers that.
Yeah.
So maybe Sabathani and I will try to have a conversation with Crinkle, and you can do investigating in the room. Well, we're looking for perhaps pictures that are similar to these horrifying drawings that our sweet little Galeby has made.
A book about this thick of
That as well.
nursery rhymes, anything.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Let me look and see what I.
How
I
long
don't.
does spell last?
No, it lasts an hour.
He uses it often enough, he knows exactly how long it lasts.
I just don't. I do have detect magic.
But if
I
you
bet
cast it, you'll lose invisibility.
this is true.
So you might have to do this the old-fashioned way to start with.
Bumbling?
Yes. Ms. Analdi, question. My particular approach to these sorts of situations, I don't feel like is one that Ms. Crinkle is going to be particularly interested in. Do you have a better thought on how we should approach this?
I mean, this is usually my approach.
So we are on
And
an
two
equal,
daggers.
if separate, playing field.
Burning or stabbing? Which do you like?
Why don't maybe we take a slightly more direct approach? What if I just go knock on the door and apologize for bothering her? Tell her I was looking for a book that I cannot find on the shelves and wanted to know if she knew where it was. Offer her the earrings in exchange for the information.
That sounds like a great idea. I keep. Never mind.
No, go ahead. Finish that thought.
I keep thinking about like fall harvest festivals and the large bird. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Like we have turkey, but it's
Thomas,
Like a rock? We've had those at feasts before in the hills. They're quite impressive.
Thomas, can you give me a constitution check, please?
I got high con.
We're not gonna add.
Driving wheat.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you heard the tune that
He's gonna know all the lyrics.
you heard the tune that Crinkle was humming it through the door, and as they're discussing various ways to get in to Crinkle's room and the various approaches, you realize after a second or two that you're humming the same tune.
Do we hear that?
Oh yes.
Eat a kinku,
So-
have some fun.
I think I'm gonna slowly turn my head.
Invisible.
Absolute simultaneous.
Somehow they know exactly where you are.
Yeah, we just see the sheet out. Oh, that's creepy.
Slightly bobbing his head as he's saying it.
So, Dewey, you heard more of that song than you thought you did.
Wait, what? What? Oh no. Oh no.
Is the music in you, son?
How do you answer that
Yeah.
question?
These kicks.
I hate that song. I know exactly which song you're referencing, and I hate it.
I really wish Booyah was here right now.
What?
Why? Then
Wait,
we'd have
wait.
another
I would
one
be
coming.
interested to cast a sleep on you to see what happens.
No, what if we can't sleep on the bird? I can cast sleep on the bird.
Can you do it through the door, or do we need to get the door open?
I think it's a range spell. It's anything in range. I might have to
see
A point that you can see within range, I believe, is the phrase.
So somebody kicks the door open.
I'll
and I
just
cast-
knock on the door. When she answers the door, you cast it. After I take a step behind you so that I'm not within the range.
Sleep acts.
I can't wait for the yell from upstairs when sleep gets cast again.
And can both of you make me Constitution
He's gonna
checks,
say,
please?
as we find out that Cthulhu is also invisible in the hallway watching.
No, she's just really stealthy.
Wait, is this a 20?
Oh, yeah.
I got
Maybe
nat
you know
20.
more of the words.
And while I have disadvantage, I don't even need to roll again because I rolled a nat 1.
There we go.
I got a nat. Oh wow, I got a nat 20.
Yeah.
22.
So you're starting to get really sick of this tune because in stereo, Dewey and Sabachthani start humming it at the same time.
Okay.
Doo-dah,
Oh.
doo-dah.
This is quite the earworm then.
Oh, normally I associate those with my husband, but this is more like a music class.
The Beatles.
And as you're all like paused, looking at each other, trying to work this particular thing out, you hear someone calling down the stairs. Terribly sorry to bother all of you, Miss Sabachthani, Miss Analdi, Dewey. Can you come upstairs, please?
Are we in trouble?
I mean,
Do you need to be in trouble?
No. Usually when someone hollers my name and tells me to come into a room, it gives me flashbacks to getting scolded.
No. We might have a problem, and I would like everyone in one place for a moment, please.
Oh, God.
That's Varnier, right?
Yes.
And Dewey, you just see two slits like cut in the thing as Dewey uses his dagger to make eye slits in the
you
sheet.
do have a sword.
Yeah, of course.
It's a mini soul.
Mixwo.com. TM.
Yeah, I guess we'll head upstairs. I think Sabachthani the whole time keeps falling into, probably in sync with Dewey, just
Are you like harmonizing at this point?
probably, and then catching myself every third step and trying to.
God.
Yeah.
And Dewey looks like a ghost with his sheet on.
Yep. Like, but Varnier gives you a very
Yeah.
what are you doing kind of look.
I mean, your wardrobe is improving,
A
but
bad hair day.
he's having a bad hair life.
I got acne.
Embarrassed.
I'm going through puberty, I think, and I got acne,
Yeah,
so...
that.
Don't. You said that was trouble.
I think puberty's going through you.
Sabachthani, as you're coming up the last part of the stairs, you hear a door downstairs open and close, and then a rustle of like taloned feet coming up behind you. And you look back, and there's Crinkle. Following you up the stairs. This is the first time that you've seen her at all.
Yes.
And for those of you who, it was just Wuya who interacted with her.
Dylan might have seen her because she was here like 3 days before.
Yeah.
us, so.
So you know Odila. So Bakni, she looks rough. Kind of, she looks like an older kind of molting bird. Doesn't look like she takes very good care of herself and she's like as you glance back, you can see that she's constantly like wiping her hands one over the other.
Is there charcoal on the hand?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, does it look like there's something in her hands or on her hands, or does it look like it's just a nervous tick?
It looks more like it's kind of a nervous tick, but she kind of looks like she's washing her hands over and over again. A little bit like Lady M, yeah.
Oh, Neptune's blood.
Man, this is bad. We're in so much trouble, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like a
Lady
full
McKinkle.
chorus by now?
Yeah, and as you all come up with three of you now, with Crinkle coming up,
I noticed that they're coming.
with Crinkle coming up as well, with three more of you humming, Varner just looks around. Oh dear. Wait here. And she turns and goes up the stairs.
Crinkle, I presume.
Oh, yes.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah, Varnier said that there was trouble, and I thought I'd find.
And then the side of the sheet raises up as Dewey waves. Hi.
Dewey the friendly ghost here.
Run out of
Don't mind him. He's having a bad hair life. We were just going to come introduce ourselves to you, but this is far less invasive. We hear you are one of the keepers of this place.
Yes. From up above, the hatch door leading into the space, leading into the cellar itself, slams shut. And you hear locks getting put into place.
Immediate fire in Sabachthani's eyes.
Does not sound promising.
I
Everyone.
do not like that sound. I'm gonna head that way to.
Vania's probably just coming back.
Yeah, and Varnier is coming back looking very concerned. And as she's coming back, she's humming that song. And kind of like, Right. So when I first came to Candlekeep, the Avowed were concerned about a singing madness.
Is that like the dancing plague?
A little bit, yes, actually.
Louder.
Well, yes, but probably just as effective. We took down an entire continent with the dancing plague once, like 200 years ago.
Yeah, but they were cloggers.
Well,
That was very noisy.
yes.
Well, this started 600 years ago, actually, very shortly after I first came to Candlekeep. A book merchant had been afflicted with this singing madness, and he was put into quarantine, isolation, whatever you want to call it, to keep it from spreading, because as I think all of you have observed, it passes among people who hear it. And so in order to keep it from the rest of Candlekeep, I've locked the door. The Avowed are aware. They have also informed me that they have more or less sorted out the sleep storm problem, so we may be getting some help in that direction.
Good, we've just replaced one plague with another then.
It never fails, does it? So I've alerted them. They know what's going on. They know that that is the same thing that happened 600 years ago. And I've sealed the entrance to keep it here.
How do we cure ourselves? Well,
What exactly happened to the last fella who had this? Because it sounded kind of ominous the way you were sort of like they shut him away and then just didn't follow up with any cure or remedy.
I was still very new to Candlekeep at the time. I don't know what happened to them.
Oh, wonderful. Another mystery.
I bet if you starve to death, you no longer need to sing.
I don't think it's physically possible for me to starve to death, which is not an exciting prospect, personally. You won't have long to go, though. Just lay off the bacon.
how is everyone feeling?
Well, this is better than the time I got Ace of Base stuck in my head.
Oh, we don't speak of that 2 weeks.
Everyone make me a Constitution check, please.
Oh, what?
Oh, I made it. Well, I maybe made it. I have an 18.
Ooh, that would be a 5.
That'd be a 6.
Nope.
I'm gonna get the words to this song.
Let me check something very quickly.
Something
I apologize.
wheats.
Actually, that is a good point. I was gonna start humming Spunky will pull out a notebook and start writing down any word that she catches. Like leaving spaces or whatever, scanning it like
in the river.
scanning it like I know I'm not a singing bard, but I did have to take about 19 years of chorus as an elective to get through.
My performance is quite good.
All right, so going around the table, Dewey, what did you get for your con check?
6.
18.
5.
4.
Goodness. Okay. So with the 18, you're able to make yourself stop humming. Everyone else picks up the hum, and it's a hum.
And I just had the alto line, so I'm just like,
oh yeah,
Bitter chorus jokes.
yeah.
I don't get it.
Pity my Laurel doesn't watch this show because
We'll clip it for him.
He's heard me whinge about this one.
I'm a tenor. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
Yeah. You and the Bloody Sopranos.
Gonna be bloody if we keep humming the song too long. Our ears just gushing.
Cthulhu.
Les is still like, even though he made the save, it's still like,
Maybe there's a I don't know. Maybe there's a book or something.
Maybe there's a book. Also, who was the first person here who started humming? Because we heard it from Galeby and also from Ms. Crinkle. Galeby said she heard it from Crinkle. Crinkle, where did you hear it from?
And there's a truly avian shrug with a lot of the feathers moving.
I want to call this episode a truly avian.
Ebda, have you been singing this? I mean, you live with your daughter.
He glances up and from frowning down at the table, and as he glances up, you can hear that he's humming it very softly under his breath.
Well,
Cthulhu comes around the corner and like looks down over the rail from upstairs. So the door is locked.
Wonderful.
Yes, the door is locked because Cthulhu, do you find yourself humming? Yeah.
Great.
catchy.
Well, we're all in it together then.
So
is not
Gaby
how I wanted
had
to
one
die.
line of the song she knew. See a lady scything wheat.
Yes.
So if has anybody who is humming or something, does anybody know another line of the song? He says, looking right at Crinkle.
I would guess it's something like, oops, I actually jumped off your feet. That
Give him the
picture we
draw.
saw.
And Galeby immediately like shrinks a little bit looking up at her dad, and he looks down at her. You showed them some of your pictures.
They're very good. She's got a talent.
You know, you should get her into macaroni art. That's what the real money is.
It's true. It is true.
Wow, that's a callback.
I have a book. I'll make sure you get this, Galeby. Macaroni on it is.
There's one with a severed leg and a woman with a scythe.
Galeby, they wanted to know, Dad.
I think
And we'd
important.
love to know more, in fact, about where you got such inspiring ideas.
Is anybody else humming other lyrics?
No one else seems to be singing lyrics. It's just like
humming.
that rolling hum. Crinkle just gives you a look back, and then just sort of like ruffles her feathers in on herself.
So Galeby told me that she was having bad dreams, and that the dreams were where she saw these images.
Odila looks at Dewey with a pointed look. Cast sleep on someone.
No,
No, is there doesn't happen to be any sort of like mannequin around or like
show us on the doll.
something that I could like slip my my sheet onto and sneak away.
Unlike everywhere else I go in games, there are no mannequins in this cellar.
There's a beanbag chair somewhere.
We're on the second level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
where the beanbag chair is.
So I'm gonna go to the beanbag chair and try and like
Slide.
Sit
slide
down.
into it, and then try and
Make that stealth check again.
yeah. Yeah, make me a stealth check, please.
Yeah, we're all just like, we all turn it here.
Yeah, there's like a 5-minute watch as Dewey's like,
If I can roll perception to see what he's doing, can I assist him by like
pulling the sheet
hovering?
off.
Dirty 20 on the stealth check.
Never mind, you're fine, bud.
That's pretty
And then make me a sleight of hand check to transfer the sheet over.
Nat 20 for a 23.
Whoa!
The dice gods want us to have
Who are you
it.
and what have you done with Dewey?
So yeah, you're able to fairly easily slide into this beanbag chair as everyone else is talking, and the conversation is getting more and more animated because everyone is really kind of freaked out by all of this, and you know, reasonably so. And you're able to slide out of the sheet and come out invisible on the other side.
I'm gonna try and go find the book in the Kinku room.
Okay. The door is locked.
Do we have?
Yes.
Lock trap.
Yeah. No, lock trap is not what we
do not
want.
have the
You can lock the door.
I mean, it would handle the Kinku problem.
You're gonna have to come get Odila to help you.
You need a second on a card use? Is that a...
No, we don't. We don't have the card, which is okay, which is cool.
We've got a rogue. That's better than a card.
But we got to get her invisible down there.
No, we just gotta.
Oh,
get her
I
down
have
there.
thieves' tools proficiency.
Of course you do.
Okay.
Because you always take the vagabond background or whatever it is.
It's because he's gotta find a way to get into all those little hidey holes instead of. his
I
weird
wonder
little-
where this is from. I have a disguise kit and thieves' tool. What is my
Are
background?
you a criminal?
What is your
Are you
background?
doing a criminal?
Investigator. I wonder if.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sure.
So
that
like
might do
so like an almost criminal.
Yeah.
it. Basically.
So I do have thieves' tools.
Go ahead and make me a thieves' tool proficiency check. So that is dexterity with your proficiency added.
Oh, I have thieves' tools. Wow.
So that is a 11 plus 2.
For your
Do we have
proficiency
a card?
bonus, yeah.
that might...
Let's add an inspiration.
So
to that.
13.
Yeah, let's add an inspiration.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
swear.
With that,
I would like you to get this door open, please.
Come
Thank you.
on. 14.
So you're crouched in front of this door with your thieves' tools out, and you're working this lock. You've picked locks before. You've picked a lot of locks before.
Sure you have.
You know, sure, why not? This is the most complicated lock you think you've ever seen.
Screw it. I'm gonna pull out the book, and I'm gonna cast knock as a scroll, burning the page in the spell book.
Oh.
Okay. You understand how loud knock is.
Oh.
Knock will be heard upstairs.
Apparently not.
I've never used
Well, I was
it.
gonna say, do you have shatter prepared? Then you don't have to
Oh.
burn the scroll.
Odila might eventually like look over at the sheet.
I'll be working on it
Try
for a
to
little while.
see,
Yeah,
like I think it'll catch her eye because it's not moving.
sure. And Dewey is never quite able to be still.
Yeah. So she's going to just try to sneak off while they're all humming or talking and just poke the sheet with her dagger a little to I mean, she's pretty sure Dewey's not there, but she just wants to confirm. She wants to see if there's a yellow.
Pretty sure.
She stabs a little harder than she probably should.
Yeah, she has it in mind if she hears a little go.
Yeah, you hear the sound of dagger piercing cloth, several layers of cloth,
Beanbag.
and then there's a little explosion of the.
1,000 ball bearings. Pour out.
Oh, yes.
It's
Here
not.
comes-
It's not the ball bearings, but they are the same shape of like balled up cotton that
Okay.
come spilling out of this little hole that you've made.
She'll rejoin the group. I'm gonna go check on Wuya, see if he's humming the same
Oh,
thing.
that is a good idea, since he heard some of the humming earlier, but hasn't been with us since.
I'm going to stay here and try and work this out. I think
Yeah.
if we just keep talking.
So Odila will go downstairs. You're still invisible, right?
Yeah, I'm invisible.
But I probably hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you hear it because I'm like, come on.
Well, and
Odila wants to sneak up on him.
and you're also still humming, so
Oh,
there's
yeah.
that little.
God.
Oh wait, is Odila humming too? Okay.
Everybody's humming.
Everybody's humming.
Okay.
Not everyone.
Close.
Dewey, are you having a little trouble there?
Yeah, I can't get it open.
Yeah.
Can't.
Odila also
I can
has
see the latch in there. I just can't get it up.
thieves'
Never
tools.
happens to me.
I think Odila wants to make a attempt at
Maybe you can.
picking the lock herself.
Okay, I'll step away. He steps
He's the
back
key
a
to
little
the greatest
bit.
treasure in all the land.
So Dewey steps back, but as you're like, way too close. He's way too close to you.
More
Not
breath.
just humming.
As you're reaching for your thieves' tools, you hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
Do we at any time see the Crinkle going downstairs?
Make me a perception check.
I was gonna say, if we're all standing there talking, like I am watching like a hawk to see who goes where.
That is a 15.
Passive 15.
Okay. Both of you see Crinkle kind of like frown a little to herself, and she's not trying to sneak or anything.
Right.
But she is heading downstairs.
I will say loudly, which is normal for last. Well, thank you for joining our meeting, Crinkle. I guess you're going back to your room.
Are you sure you don't remember any of the other words, or remember when you started humming this thing?
She just gives both of you an irritated look and keeps walking.
Okay.
With
At
no
that
company.
sounds, Adilla's going to grab in the area and yank Dewey towards the room so we can all pretend we were checking on Wuya.
And a moment later,
He's invisible. Leave him.
Oh,
I'll stay.
okay.
Stay here.
a moment later, Crinkle comes down the stairs and kind of like, are you in the room with Wu Yao, or are you out in the hall?
I would have made it into the room. I think it's not a
Smells
long
like
hallway.
lavender and axe.
You get disadvantage on stealth checks because of your body spread.
I would have.
I don't have body spread.
I would have gone into
the
the
room.
room. I think I could have made it by the time, but maybe left it a crack open so she could maybe peek into the hallway or keep an eye.
Okay.
Or
Dewey, make me a con check, please.
Oh, because I'm humming.
Yeah.
You got this.
You don't got this.
I don't got this. 12.
Yeah.
Con save?
Just
Well, 12.
just a con check.
Does Odilla hear the humming?
Yes.
So she will come into the hallway and hum really loudly. To try,
Yeah, I mean,
to cover it.
if I am humming, then I would know that I can't be stealthy. So
Yeah.
I would want to go back. So I'll try and. There's no other room. So yeah. So I would have run into the room if I had known that I was humming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a moment where you hear like the bird pause in the hallway, and kind of like that sound before muttering to herself and going back into her room, closing the door.
As soon as the door is open, I'm gonna cast sleep on her. And I am not invisible anymore, but I'm casting sleep on her.
Okay.
Somewhere the cat is like. Do birds smell?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but it not really.
I didn't know. That's an interesting thing.
God, why can I never see this?
That sounds like a personal problem there, dude.
I
Point
imagine
you
Duke
choose,
Fleet is
starting
now
with
writing
the
an
blah, blah,
essay
blah, blah,
in the
blah.
chat about birds' olfactory abilities.
Starting with creature that is lowest. It just doesn't. Where's the how many D8s?
It's
5d8.
I still can't see it on this D&D Beyond.
Sometimes you have to look in really weird spots on D&D Beyond. For some reason, it doesn't give you the
more
information
eights?
you want in the place where you think you should get
I
it.
got 3. I'll just.
Here,
I got 4.
Have a big one.
That's 5. So 12.
It's in
8,
it's in the first paragraph.
5d8. Look at that.
One rolled best.
So 18, 21, 24
Okay.
hit points.
She slumps into the room. Her body is laying across the threshold.
Oh, it worked.
Do we?
I'm visible again. I have
Okay,
he does have all his clothes on.
Okay, let's.
Just throwing that out there.
quickly,
Specify
okay,
that.
let's search this room as quickly as possible.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
We have like 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm aware. I've seen this spell in action from both of you. We will run into the room. I'm looking for any drawings.
I'm looking for the book.
Wuya in the bed goes, what?
I think Sabachthani's gonna kind of saunter over to the top of the stairs and kind of do a little bit of a look and a lean to see if any
see-
what kinds of shenanigans are
You see
happening.
bird legs
And
hanging
you
out
see
the door.
Odila, like, running down the hallway.
Leap over the
Daggers in
uncomfortable
hand,
door.
because why not?
Followed by Dewey.
This is how I search.
I mean, it is. Okay.
Duke Fleeg does say some birds use the sense of smell.
Like I said, sort of.
That's a safe
Okay.
answer for anything.
Well, yeah.
I'm looking for drawings.
Looking for the book.
So looking around, both of you make me a. Okay, so first of all, walking in, this room is creepy AF.
Okay. I kind of expected that.
Sanity check.
Wrong system, but yes, good idea.
You can still add the mechanic.
It's
highly
true.
customizable.
This room is crawling with wingless larval fireflies. Hundreds of these tiny glowworms cling to every surface, shedding light throughout. A canvas hammock hangs between two pillars near the center of the room. An engraving of a goat wearing a crown leans against the north wall.
That's not creepy at all.
Shupnigurith.
Sabathany, is this a relative of yours?
Do you actually say that?
Yeah, don't say anything out loud. Don't,
No, because I'll come down and check.
No, she wouldn't say that. She's trying to search as quickly as possible for any drawings.
Okay, make me an investigation check, please.
14.
Lester, we were staying in the wrong room, clearly.
12.
Okay.
Do we have, wait, 14?
We have
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah, let's use
Yeah,
inspiration
inspire
on
that.
that.
Absolutely.
That is our last inspiration.
Nope, I still have
Oh,
one.
nice. Got hooked, man.
Yeah, where the hell did it go?
Right,
Right behind your
behind
laptop.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it though.
Oh,
15.
Okay.
is that a Carson? Did you just pull out a Carson?
So looking around for any drawings, it's a little tricky to find to see much of anything in here. Like you have to kind of move the little curtain things that the firefly larvae are crawling all over.
Does she like move the curtains to get more light from the heart?
Sure. With you looking around for the drawings, this is a nest in every possible sense of the word. But there does not appear to be any of the drawings in here.
Okay. Dewey, any luck on your search?
I got a 12. Do we want to inspire that?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, my last
Sorry.
The end of the month.
But Tamagotchi did don't just donate 500 bits.
You are
just
not in combat.
Spread the 6.
Yeah.
Hey, that's an 18.
18.
Okay. Looking around you, it's a mess in here, and it's really rough trying to find anything. What are you looking for?
The book.
Okay. I mean, you're like pulling open drawers and looking at and looking through things, and you are not finding that book, or at least not like the thing that was described to you. 'Cause you have no idea what this thing looks
I'm
like.
gonna
really.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Yeah, as you're starting to cast Detect Magic, you hear Crinkle stirring because that spell only lasts for a minute.
Odila has her daggers out.
You want to knock her out?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay. As she wakes up, she looks up into the room, looks at the two of you, and just starts screaming at the top of her voice.
Wow, now I see why.
This is actually
I see
better
why
than
Edna
the...
was upset.
Intruders! Intruders! And on that, we're gonna go to break.
I'm guessing that's us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Daggers. It's time for daggers.
So, are we doing this over break?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
How did Odila not say, like,
Oh no, I have to log in.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a giveaway, everyone.
Yes, we're gonna do a giveaway, and when Thomas gives the okay, it'll be #chaos in the chat. Not yet. It is for this book, The Monstrous Lexicon by Matt Rauscher and Kelsey Dione. I had a peek through it. It's actually really interesting. There's a bunch of different monster stats. There's a couple of playable races that are in here. It's basically the story of these two adventurers who are putting down some of the stuff that they discovered and fought and all of that sort of fun stuff. So, are they ready?
Ready.
#chaos in the chat to win this book that is 5e compatible.
but is it 4E compatible?
I'm sure you could make it work for 4E. Or 3.5, or 1 if you're feeling spicy.
I was gonna say, we've been converting Pathfinder to 5e, so anything's possible.
Yeah, right. So we will be back from break as soon as we can to find out what exactly the consequences are for all of this.
Here's a hint. It's murder.
Yeah, it's always murder.
So we will see you back here as soon as 5 people can use 1 bathroom.
As a DM, you spend hours preparing your adventures while your players bring them to life. It's time to reward your great players with great inspiration. The Deck of Inspiration takes the 5e inspiration rules mechanic and adds dramatic, game-changing boons to your campaign. Turn a regular hit into a critical. Bull rush through your enemies without provoking attacks. Use your reaction to smack a wizard's hands and interrupt their spell. These and many more are part of the Deck of Inspiration. Each deck contains 55 cards designed for 4 different level ranges: 1 through 4, 5 through 9, 10 through 15, and the epic level deck 16 to 20. Back this Kickstarter today to bring some inspiration to your game. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment and thank you for watching and supporting us. It's challenging to produce this content week after week, and your support really does make a difference. In fact, all of your support we call Tavern Upkeep. We have a monthly goal that we need to reach in order to maintain and to grow. We have currently set this at $1,500 per month. These funds go to purchasing and shipping giveaways, game and game accessories for us to use on the stream, and a portion of the rent here at the studio. We are asking you to help us reach that Tavern Upkeep goal every single month. There are many ways to contribute. The Patreon is the best bang for your buck. As a Patreon member, you are part of the Guild of the 5Es with access to work-in-progress RPG supplements, the Patreon-only Discord channels, and a space to play in our Guild of the 5Es D&D campaign. The higher-level patrons can even affect the outcomes of our streamed games by awarding players with cards from the Deck of Inspiration. Another way to support us is by donating bits during a live stream. For each 500 bits donated, an inspiration coin is granted to the players or the GM. There are various effects based on the game system, but in Call of Cthulhu, 1 inspiration coin is 1 reroll. On Dungeons & Dragons, a single coin can be used to add a d6 to any d20 roll, and 2 coins may be added to redeem for a random draw in the Deck of Inspiration. Subscribing on Twitch, whether it's a tiered subscription, a Prime, or a gift sub, helps us fill in the Tavern Upkeep. You get access to Twitch emotes, subscriber-only Discord channel, and a second entry into every on-stream giveaway. The last way to help us with our Tavern Upkeep goal might be the easiest. When you enjoy our content on YouTube, turn off the ad blocker. We put ads in every 30 minutes, so it's not too annoying, but that ad revenue really does add up. With all of that said, the most important thing we can ask of you is to join us live, on replays on YouTube, on podcast, on social media, and the Discord. We are grateful for every member of this community, and we would like to see it continue to grow. Tell your friends and share a link. Thank you.
And welcome back, everyone. Congratulations to Andrea of the Bird
Fix.
for winning this particular copy of the book.
You saw me.
No,
you saw
actually,
me click the button.
You know how I know it's not a fix? It was spelled right.
Completely fair. Completely fair. So, yes, we will get that into your little Burby talons as soon as we can.
Speaking of bird talons,
Good segue. Yeah. Crinkle is still laying on the floor, looking up at the other two of you and just screaming.
sleep.
Oh God, that's even worse. Like we hear intruder and then it stops, and we're like,
Lester,
I think Odila was going towards she was going towards Crinkle to like intimidate her with the daggers.
Dude, that is only 17 hit points worth of sleep.
She does not go down, and she keeps screaming. And Lester, Lester and Sabachthani, you see Varnir like look up and then start running.
yeah.
Oh, I do have detect magic up, so what do I see?
Odila's gonna go in
sleep
her
storm.
face.
Oh, wait.
I would suggest you quiet yourself.
Oh, I don't, because it was...
You didn't have a chance to cast it.
So I cast detect magic,
Yes,
Then you gotta sleep.
and then I cast sleep.
Yep.
Did I get any sort of ping and like a brief like flash of...
There's a lot of sleep
Everything's
going around.
glowing.
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
The disadvantage. 5.
Okay, and I'm going to go with your active perception on this one. You were too distracted by everything going on,
Okay.
especially with her waking up. It was up for a brief second. You might have seen something, but you don't really catch it.
I hope nobody starts humming that song.
Lester, is there any more of that bourbon left?
Yeah, here you go. We're not even gonna bother running after
Oh,
Varnir.
no, fully just gonna stand there. I think Sabachthani is just giving Cthulhu like that very aggressive, like dead eye contact stare.
Cthulhu is very
See if she's
confused.
doing anything.
Dewey, I think maybe we should exit from here.
Yeah,
Oh, Dylan
You-
is
you-
gonna sigh like, oh gosh, I wish Sabachthani left over here. Twinkle, my dear, you fainted. We were trying to get some smelling salts for you in your room.
I like how tonight is the night of everybody making skill checks on things that they are not good at.
roll me a deception check at disadvantage.
Do we have anything?
I also
can
just
pass this.
I also just want to point out that
Charisma. Wait, what is the?
no, it's
oh.
wisdom. No, the charisma all went to Frostmate.
Yeah, 15.
Wow.
Okay,
I have a decent deception.
Wow.
okay.
I just love that I have mechanical disadvantage right now, and it has not been a problem at all.
Yeah, she pauses for a second and then looks at you, squints, and then keeps screaming.
Okay.
And Varnir comes down the stairs, very. What on earth is going on?
Well, Crinkle here is obviously sleep deprived and fainted midway through her door, and we were attempting to get her medicine or smelling salts or something to revive
We
her.
thought she had some pills down here to help in case she had fainted.
I mean, look at her state.
She's always looked like that.
Oh, well,
As long as I've known her. Crinkle, please stop screaming. I'm here. We will sort this out.
Don't think that's gonna make her stop screaming. Don't think that's gonna help.
Surprisingly, Crinkle does stop screaming.
Okay.
But
Oh,
she
they
is
turned it off.
very like all of her feathers are poofed out.
well, while it was interesting to get a respite from that humming, that wasn't exactly the din I was hoping for.
Both of you make me deception checks. I would say a disadvantage, but I think you're helping each other, so
I look at Ebner and I say,
Yeah,
you know
we-
what? You made your point.
We all complete each other's sentences. We say like one word. Okay.
Yep.
That'd be 7.
11.
That's it.
yeah.
We finish each other's sandwiches.
Yeah.
That is what I was going to say.
Yeah, we do exactly that. And Dylan just shoots Dewey the dirtiest look for like saying the most ridiculous thing to finish the sentence.
And Varnir gives both of you just this piercing look. Like for the, you haven't really like felt the full weight of her personality up till now. She's a very like quiet, withdrawn sort of person who is glad to talk about whatever she's working on, but not otherwise. Now you feel the full weight of her years behind that look. And she just looks at both of you and says, "Get out of here." Leave Crinkle to her peace.
So leaving.
We're gonna escape, I guess, back upstairs.
I am shocked.
Yes,
Just shocked to learn about
I'm
the.
gonna try and slide in under the beanbag chair.
You're seeing now.
Oh yeah.
You've always lived down here. You came. How did you come to live? Like Smoky just fully
Right,
ignoring the screaming, trying to hold on like a normal conversation.
And MJ's just looking around like, yeah, yes.
No, you are absolutely
Yeah.
correct. We have seen and heard, more specifically, the error of our ways.
On the plus side, that song is no longer stuck in my head.
While we're in something of a lull, this is the place that you guys are. Ignore the bottom floor because I described it differently, but the top two floors look like that.
All right, so.
So you are on currently the second floor, and above you, because I apologize profusely. I did not really get a chance to describe what you guys were seeing as you were coming in. Probably.
When have we ever wanted a description?
So
of where
the
we
circle
are?
things, those are bookshelves?
Yes, those are bookshelves, and the thing in the center is a hanging sculpture.
And does it go all the way through both floors? Or?
Yes. So it is hung on chains. It's an enormous stone. It's an enormous stone sculpture of an open book that looks as though the cover is flapping to keep it aloft.
That's right.
Oh,
You did
yes,
swing
this
on
was
that.
mentioned.
Yeah, and it's being held up in the center there with chains above all of you.
And there's a big table in the second floor.
Yeah, and that's where you have gathered to eat, directly underneath the sculpture.
Not terrifying at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, Odila will come upstairs. Well, that didn't quite go as planned.
Oh no.
There was a plan?
There was a great plan that got.
And Edgar just gives both of you the dead-eyed look. Cthulhu's just very confused about all
At
of this.
least Galeby is awake already.
Yeah.
Small victories. Small
And
victories.
also, have you been humming that song recently?
Everyone roll a concentration check, please. Or a
Come on.
Constitution?
Oh yeah, that'll be a 4.
23.
9.
What'd you get?
18.
Okay, so you two are not humming, you two are.
Have you been humming that?
Oh, are you on the top line now? Because damn it.
We did a little switcheroo.
Yeah.
So, is Varnir staying down there?
Varnir is down there for a moment and
Unruffling feathers?
unruffling feathers, like calming things down a little bit. If you're listening down the stairs, there's a very quiet, low conversation happening with a lot of very unhappy squawks.
So, how was Wuya?
I hate to say this, but perhaps we need to investigate in our sleep.
I'm sorry. Normally I leave the incredibly overly blunt portions of the investigation to the rest of you. But have we just considered asking around if anybody has seen a damaged book that should be in repairs that was not being repaired? Was perhaps somewhere else?
I think we were
just
avoiding
say-
mentioning that we had been in Vanya's study.
Are you having this conversation in front of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
Edgar,
Yeah.
and
No, I think that
We-
Sabachthani very pointedly just kind of says that. Looks at Ebder, looks at Cthulhu, looks at Galeby, like
And I say the same, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
All right.
Yeah, is Varnir up? Yeah.
no, he's not.
Wuya,
Yeah.
and Dewey's like, Wuya said that there's a missing book.
yes, and then
I'm trying to blame Wuya.
yeah, and then based on his description, I found a slot that seemed to match what he seemed to be describing. So
He said something about she shines something or other. She
the
sees.
seashore.
nursery rhyme something,
Yeah.
and ring a bell for anyone. Strike up a different tune for anyone.
Before we go any further, 500 bits from Tomoko Tora to help spread the music. I feel like that should go to me, but you guys need it more than I do.
Oh!
Wow!
Yes! That's worth double that.
Wow!
Oh, man.
That was a hard turn.
You know, we are very low on the filtered water here.
I taste the inspiration.
Yes.
Wow.
was very
you should,
good.
You need to go to
You got a
carnival,
stuffed
dude.
animal. Yeah. Oh, the lady's a winner right there.
I'll take the Cupid doll.
Have a deck of inspiration.
Do not throw that at me.
Can I interest you in an only slightly creepy artist's mannequin in a drawer?
I'm off mannequins after the last couple of adventures that I've been on.
There's always mannequins.
Mannequins and cults everywhere Ren goes.
Everywhere.
So,
Yes, I was aware that we were trying to be discreet, and I feel like the time for discretion is past,
I
given
agree.
the fact that we are now locked in this cellar, possibly forever, since we don't have any sense of whether or not the Avowed ever actually solved the problem of this mysterious musical plague.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyone
Any
want to
answer?
fess up? Because we haven't been here long enough to have taken it.
Fess up to what?
well, there's a
If you
book.
just happen to know anything.
There's a. Let's connect some dots here. There's a book missing of nursery rhymes, and we've got a bird humming the tune to a nursery rhyme that has spread out and infected others. I am not a detective by nature.
I am a detective, actually, by
am too,
by
but-
nature. And considering that the last issue we had, a book transported us to the Shadowfell.
Every issue we've had has been caused by a book,
Well, you know.
to be fair.
We are in the library.
Some were monsters that looked like books.
books.
But the bottom line here is there's something caused this singing, and it's a nursery rhyme, and the book of nursery rhymes is missing. That, my friends, is
Case closed.
you've blown this wide open, Dewey.
Second time in the same episode, and it's not even Call of Cthulhu.
I was going to say, and neither time it's been an accurate statement.
Mine was supposed to be sarcastic.
No, I'm aware, shit.
Yeah, Ebner just looks confused.
All right, so you don't know anything.
Yeah, this
Look
is-
at the kid.
Gailby looks up at you wide-eyed. No,
You know where?
Great.
Okay, Cthulhu.
It's a question for
Cthulhu.
Barnier, I
Look.
think.
Cthulhu's just like, I'm not studying nursery rhymes. I wouldn't have taken that kind of a book.
Wonderful. So you three know nothing. Guess we have to go back downstairs.
And Barney's coming up the stairs at this point.
Excuse me. So, we're looking for the book of nursery rhymes that is missing off your desk.
Wuya said he couldn't find it.
That scamp.
Well, then we shall address the issue of what people were doing in the bindery later, perhaps when the boy is feeling a little bit better. It's missing.
Yes.
Apparently.
And it's not a huge leap to go from missing nursery rhyme book to song plague of a nursery rhyme.
That does seem to be a logical leap.
And the young lady here mentioned that she first heard the song from a screaming Mimi downstairs.
Well, hold on one moment, and she'll actually head over.
She lightning bolts you too.
I am specifically not in a line with anyone. Two people are always in a line.
Hold on a moment. Zap.
Yeah,
Spock thinks he's going to follow her.
sure. But she does look at the two of you and be like, if we're going to try to solve this, please refrain from pissing Crinkle off any further than she already is.
Has she ever been unpissed?
Usually when she's around the kid. She and Gailby get on quite well.
Well, but that
Interesting.
we're pretty sure that's the genesis of this song plague. So we might have to upset.
That is.
Oh, remove her vocal box.
Well, yeah, I know,
You stay away from her, or I will kill you.
we don't need to kill anybody. We don't need to kill anybody.
Oh, all right.
You were gonna go somewhere. You do what you're gonna do.
We'll be right here. Sitting right here in this beanbag chair. Wow.
And there's a hole in it.
So the cotton balls go like flopping out.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
500 bits from Duke Fleeg to the players to invest in red string.
Oh.
Boy.
Why?
It's a
Breaking the light.
wrong show, but we're crossing over all over the place
there.
now.
There we go.
But she does head over to the bindery, and you were following her.
Yes, I am following her. Vanya, I don't mean to disrupt while you are clearly investigating things, but I did just have a dreadful thought. Again, my earlier question. Were any of the Avowed who are currently here also here 600 years ago when the last time this occurred, who might know what was done to try to end or prevent this the previous time around? And I only ask because, see, the last place that we went, and due to a book, somebody was trapped inside of that book, and I have a sudden, call it a premonition, that perhaps, rather than solve the problem, some very clever spellcaster or mage may have just sealed it up.
Well, that's a very interesting thought. I hadn't thought about that. As far as I am aware, I am the only member of the Avowed who is around. The trouble with a long lifespan, of course. People come and go in every possible sense.
So you're the only one who might know what happened then?
And unfortunately, I don't. If I did, I would love to solve this. I would love to be able to get back to my work and get locked out.
Insight check, just on principle.
Go for it.
Oh boy. I am very tired, but my modifier is very high, so that's a 10.
Okay. As far as you can tell, she's telling the truth. Because she looks genuinely perturbed.
Sure.
That could partially be because
Yeah, I
of
was gonna say, there
the
could
fight
be
that she
many
just had
reasons.
to break up.
Startlist.
There's a lot going on.
Put it on our tab.
But yeah, Sabachthani will fall, because this is also like carrying on this conversation, proposing this, but also I want to see what she's doing and where she's going.
Yeah, she leads the way. She doesn't seem to mind you following her. Right. She leads the way into the bindery and kind of plants her hands in her hips. Well, it's awfully hard to miss that book. It is certainly missing.
It is about yay thick, isn't it? After we described it, I went looking in your children's section.
I don't know what it looks like. It's about this big, is what I heard.
Well, it was the only one that was missing. I could be wrong, though.
Does that paper look off to you? And Dewey just leans in, says that, and then like walks off.
She just shoots a look over her shoulder and almost violently reshuffles the papers back to where they belong.
Sabachthani just smirks and watches.
Close. It's quite a large book. Looking at it, it wasn't a book as far as I usually deal with. It was something that was taking a great deal more work to try and put together because it was mechanical as well as paper. It wasn't. You're familiar with flip books?
Yes.
A little bit like that, but when you opened it, little figurines stood up reenacting scenes.
Oh, so like a little children's theater inside of a book.
Essentially, yes.
We got a good raid, guys.
Hi, Dat Network. Welcome. We're glad
Dat
to see you
Network.
lot.
Good friends at the Dat fam.
Good to see you, friends.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a giveaway because you guys rated of our deck of inspiration. Could you hand me one of those, or you can hold it up? You have the
our deck of inspiration right here,
which is on Kickstarter right now. I did post it into your Discord, into that self-promotion area yesterday, or the day before, or something like that.
Days are all running together.
Anyway, we're gonna do a giveaway of that. Enter into the chat #chaos for a chance to win that. And if you want to, you should go check out our Kickstarter.
Links in the chat.
Links in the chat. Thank you. I was going to do it, but always beat.
You were doing the talking shilling, and she was doing the typing shilling.
I have one job, and it is not succeeding at skill checks tonight.
So yeah, she's described this book to you.
Okay. So mechanical theater book that acts out scenes. What was the argument or the premise, if you will, of this book?
Oh, fairy tales, oh dear. Nursery.
As far as I could tell, it was telling the story of something of some sort of horrible events that befell a farming family.
Oh, such as a dog biting the mother and the father getting his leg and ear chopped off, and perhaps their son drowning in a river.
Yes, those are the scenes that were popping up.
Those are the drawings that Galeby's been doing.
Are you in the room?
You only know about
He
one
keeps
of
just
them.
popping his
Did we tell you about the other two?
No.
Okay.
I was on.
All right. Okay. And do you? I apologize. I don't mean for this to sound like an interrogation. I'm just trying to sort of put some pieces together. Do you recall the last time you saw it in here?
Well, it was in here yesterday when I was doing my work.
All right. Well, that narrows things down a bit. Was this book inherently magical? Did you happen to notice, or just
Not so far as I could tell. I have a habit of cast and detect magic, of course, on
it's
the
a
books.
very good habit to have, and I think honestly more
Right.
people in Candlekeep should really take that lesson to heart.
And there was a little bit of residual magic, but I think, based on the type of magic that it was the magic that was used to help augment the mechanical side of creating the book.
But it didn't feel like it was maybe a banishment spell or anything terrible.
No, nothing like that.
Wonderful. Great. That. Damn it. I could make a call. No. That's not a good idea. He's not going to answer me, even if he does know the answer. All right.
We have so many cards, guys.
So where is the beanbag chair compared to this room?
So is this that's Varnier's probably bedroom, I'm guessing?
No, so F5 is the bindery where
Okay, so
where
that's
you
where they
guys
are.
are. Yeah. Over on the other side are Odilla knows that one of the back rooms is her bedroom.
Okay, so somewhere in by
I
that
saw her go in
table,
there last night.
by that
Okay.
bunch of shelves in the middle.
Yeah.
So Dewey is eavesdropping, but he can hear some things, and he's just, yeah, they cast detect. Right, sure you do.
And Lester, the worst person for this job, is trying to convince Odilla to put her knives away. And she's just looking.
No, she might have actually. Wait, you're not in the beanbag chair?
I'm in the beanbag chair.
You're gonna be.
She just sticks them in.
Be sure that it's just continuing to spill out more
Yeah, that
little
is probably
beans.
accurate. She probably put two more.
You're like sitting between the two knives.
Sleep,
I'm
huh, Dewey?
Yeah, maybe we don't cast sleep anymore.
Varnier, again, at the expense of sounding incredibly obvious, perhaps we could, I don't know, use some sort of magical means to locate this missing object?
I don't know what you mean.
If you could describe it, I could probably find it.
You know,
Or I'm sure.
little people, big ears.
You have to be kind of familiar with it.
I mean, I understand if, you know,
Unfortunately, I don't have that spell ready today.
I was
and-
going to say, it doesn't really seem like that's part of your normal setup,
No.
given the circumstances. All right, so we've got a mechanical book full of fractured fairy tales that is missing, and now sweet Miss Galeby is drawing them in very intricate detail while we all are stuck humming some sort of song plague.
That's about the shape of it, yes. And
I'm going to die here. This is not how I intended to die, is it?
let's try to avoid that. And as she says that, a shrill sound pierces through the firefly cellar, and it's not the bird this time. Everyone, even the sound of the hum disappears from your ears for a second as the sound rapidly rises to an uncanny pitch, and you turn and look, and Ebder is frozen.
Like,
Is he
Is he
singing?
making the
Cold?
sound?
He is, yes. It is him who is standing there, near the table. He was heading back toward one of the side rooms, and he's just stopped and is locked in place, his eyes bulging huge in terror as that sound turns into the melody of the nursery rhyme, and he's just chanting words over and over and over again.
What's he chanting?
Writing down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Odila will look at Gilby and try to go to her.
So
She's probably freaking
do
out.
we get the second verse from what he's saying? Haha.
Wow, while you guys are looking at that, we got another raid
Oh my
for
goodness.
Casters and Castles. Thank you guys.
So good having everyone. Thank you.
I'm going to do a little bit of stuff. We have a Kickstarter that is running right now for a 5th edition accessory called Deck of Inspiration. And this is, it's a unique and cool boons to augment the 5e inspiration mechanic. So it's a series of decks. We're trying to raise a bunch of money to print a bunch of decks.
And if you'd like to win a playtest deck so that you can contribute to changes and edits and clarifications that we'll be making for the final ones, you can enter hashtag chaos in the chat right now while we read this horrible nursery rhyme.
I don't need to do any shilling. I just pass it off to you guys.
Well, this is bad. See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. And now the bad part, the chorus.
Okay.
Does the shadow have a name? Shimshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. That's us, actually.
I think we found our party name, y'all.
Shimshime.
Yep.
See a dog that knows how to heal, never heeds plea nor command. That doesn't scan. Mother gave it a tasty meal. Dog chose instead to eat her hand. Does the shadow have a name? Shimshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shimshime. See a son doing his chore, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned. Does the shadow have a name? Shimshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shimshime.
The shadow.
So we gotta find this Shimshine
I am
character.
going to suggest to Ebder that he be silent.
Ooh.
As
That is a wisdom saving throw.
well as he gets to the end of the lyrics, and you've gotten them down, he just stops.
Ah, that was me.
Yeah.
And yes, Galeby is freaking the freak out.
Odila would have tried to cover her ears.
She's just like, Dad, what's...
Ebda, are you all right? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. And as he looks around wildly, the flickering lights around you, the fireflies,
Shimshime, why don't you come out?
and three shadows pull away from the real shadows. Everyone roll initiative.
We got there, guys!
We did it!
Oh my! You know what? If we all roll bad, then it's fine because this is initiative.
Wait, I'm not the cleric in this one. I don't have to go last. It's fine that I roll high.
I mean, it's true.
I'm the wizard tank, and I'm gonna go last.
The wizard. Is that like a flesh tank?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
We also call it a meat shield.
The useful ones.
I have not.
I'm rocking a 12.
I've not cast mage armor today, and I have burned through a significant amount of my abilities.
A lot of spells. It's like you didn't think we were going to make it to combat because we never do.
Luckily, we're going to be in a wooded glade.
Yeah, this is theater of the mind because I had to roll on a table, and that was the one I was kind of hoping wouldn't turn up, and that was the one that turned up. So here we are.
I have a story about that, but I'll save that for later.
Fair enough. All right, 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
19.
17. Oh, sorry, 16.
Yeah.
If it matters.
12.
Yeah.
Less than 12.
6.
Wow, the shadows didn't roll well.
No, they didn't. All right.
I like how you're... I can get it too!
I got a little lock over here,
I was
Barry.
real confused for a second.
I was-
you had some, and I was just like, "Where? What?" And then I realized they were
I'll track
passing.
my own
I
initiative.
was actually gonna shill because this is a
these are very cool.
fillable PDF that I posted onto our Discord. So you should join our Discord.
I am
Put that in.
Sadly,
hella
only
stealing those
only D&D.
for my next game.
I can edit PDFs.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's a Photoshop doc. I can just like make it.
but also, what exactly are you going to track with Cthulhu?
Everybody's
How-
dexterity.
I was going to
Actually-
say how sane you
So
are.
there actually one thing I might do. This is no.
No, save it for the
But,
after.
yeah, we only have
Odila, lead us out.
Do these? I mean, she's just gonna try it. Brace her daggers at whatever one, the middle shadow.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack, please.
Let's try this dice. Ooh, goodness.
Is there a learn about? Is there a, like no
Is only a
people's
10.
weaknesses roll or something?
there's a card.
There's a card that we don't currently have, and certain
The one card.
and certain subclasses have that ability, and certain
Yeah.
We should here. I'm gonna put this boost dangerous oil and surgical strike over
spells
by
have that ability.
Yeah.
Dilla.
That's fair.
Ooh.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. Your magical ephemeral dagger goes flying because you are startled by these shadows appearing out
Yeah.
of seemingly nowhere, and it goes whizzing right past the shadow.
I should use bonus action.
We've
to
got
do.
also that bonus action card.
Yep.
That would, like
You
let
gain
you
one
go
extra.
crazy.
That's your bonus
So you can bonus action twice.
You can bonus action like your inquisitive thing.
Yeah, but I didn't even see if this even does something to it by hitting it.
Well,
Every
there's
next
that.
turn.
yeah.
What?
fine.
Well, no, I mean I can use a bonus action to do the second dagger with 2 weapon fighting. Oh yes, that will be a 24.
And as it slams into center of mass of this shadow, roll me some damage.
Oh, okay. Two.
Well, someone looks spiffy as hell.
No!
And suddenly Booyah wakes up to the sounds of combat.
That'll be a
You're sick in bed right now.
Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Hello.
Your head's
Actually,
a
the
little farther.
screaming,
There you go.
the screaming of the bird woke you up.
Oh, okay. There's a bird in here. Awesome.
No, we're not fighting. The bird turns out it's good. We're fighting shadows.
Nah, the bird
Yeah.
still is going to be on Thanksgiving.
Bird's still
dinner.
sketch.
It is
Fighting Shimshine. Oh, Shimshine.
6
Well, you're fighting shadows.
We're fighting shadows.
damage.
There's a chair there. Your tablet is in the other room.
Hustle, boy.
Who is that guy?
He just shows up, man.
Security!
This is why you're supposed to lock the door after you come in.
Don't let anybody in this place. I mean, look.
He has a key.
That's true. All right, so.
We are in a studio. Speaking of which, we should roll a giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. How much damage did you do, Laura?
6.
Thank you.
Don't know if we need to.
I need to be more.
Let's roll
Last
this giveaway.
chance. Hashtag
Last-
chaos.
More.
Now I have to wait 20
I'm
seconds
gonna
because of
miss
the
all my
delay.
things.
Last chance. Hashtag chaos.
Sorry.
That's right.
No, you're fine.
You had so much space. You could.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we have one more person who can fight with us. So
It's
I'll
gonna take
accept
Booyah like
right up.
3 rounds to run up from.
He does
Yeah.
have very tiny legs. This is true.
All right.
Coming, guys.
It's gonna be okay. I'm right behind
One
you.
of these moments because I don't know which tablet is.
That's okay.
You don't know your
We're gonna just
login?
put you
You
at
might-
the end of initiative.
You might have to log into one of them.
It's the QNC one. So.
Yeah,
Which one?
The Chaos Agents
I
used
think it
so.
was logged out.
Yeah, because we
Actually, try
used
that
all
one.
of them.
This one I just tried.
People are learning so much about our system.
Indeed. All right. So yeah, Odila, your dagger slams into this shadow, and as the magical dagger disappears, you see that the shadow is looking a little bit more ragged. Sabachthani, from inside the bindery, you hear you heard all of that, and then did you come out during the shrieking?
Probably.
Okay. So yeah, you see these shadows.
Look up, firelight in the eyes, deep sigh. Just so done. How close together are they, and how high above us are they?
So they're spread out reasonably far. Let me check something. They're not flying exactly.
Okay.
They're more. You remember how in Lord of the Rings the Nazgul kind of came out of the shadows?
Sure.
A little bit more like that. It's more like there are humanoid shadows that have separated themselves from the larger shadows at ground level with you.
Okay, but they're on ground level. They're not
Yes.
above us.
Yeah, no, they're
Bummer. That would have made this such a better idea.
Yeah, and they are equidistant from each other at 3 separate points.
Damn it, the monsters know what they're doing.
That's a book.
It's a great book. Goblins run away when they're.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, that's where you got that from.
I think in that case, Sabachthani just looks around. Who is closest to me?
Probably the
Who's with him?
eavesdropping one.
Yeah. It would be.
The beanbag, if he's not surrounded in the beanbag tree.
Varnir is the closest to of the NPCs, of the PCs.
Who's within 30 feet of me?
Dewey is.
Just Dewey?
Just Dewey.
Damn it.
I say that all the time.
You can move, right?
Huh?
You have legs.
Yes, I can. I?
Easy, boy. Easy,
Would you like
son.
to talk about my legs?
You got
Dewey?
gams. You can move.
Oh, I see. My dangerous
He is
oil is
going-
not the only thing that's caught Dewey's eye.
He is going through puberty. Get the sheet out
I
again.
even waited until you were drinking.
I know.
You don't want to see the scene.
I don't want to go through all of the esoterica of trying to figure out where I can position myself to do this. So I will just turn to the nearest shadow and point at it and start like hissing in abyssal at it. And I will need the shadow to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a 14.
That will not pass.
Excellent.
As the dissonant whispers
Will not pass.
start infiltrating into his brain. Oh, that was a good roll.
Damn.
That
should try
is
prune
gonna
juice.
be, that's gonna be 15 psychic damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so you turn to the one closest to you that is uninjured, and you look at it, and you're just hissing in abyssal. And as you do, the sound waves of your spell and the whispers that you are sending out, you can almost see them ripple through the air, tearing the shadow to pieces with your words and the power behind them, and the shadow dissipates.
Cool. Great. Love that for me. And then I think I'm gonna run toward the center of the room to make sure that I can reach either of the next two
Okay.
on my next turn.
All right, Lester.
I'm a warlock, so I'm an Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Correct answer.
I'll Eldritch Blast the one that Adilla's already hurt.
Okay.
Not like that, I won't.
Inspiration.
That is a 12.
Want to use inspiration?
Sure, what the heck?
Yeah.
I've got one in front of me. Ooh, that was high.
That almost hit my face.
The moisture changed.
That is a 15 now.
All right, so you gather that eldritch energy in your hand and fling it forward, and when you do, it pierces right through the shadow, tearing it apart.
Does it disappear too?
It also disappears.
Okay.
Good, because I rolled terrible for damage.
Okay.
These are just the mooks.
And there's one shadow remaining, and it is its turn. So
Where is that one located?
It's
so-
over Dewey.
So they were equidistant. Two of them are now gone, and the third one, let me see. It was 1 through 4, and it was 1.
Right to left or left to right?
Comes just. It doesn't. It's not moving. It's just hovering as it comes forward and raises a hand and places it on your forehead.
Okay. Okay.
Don't bite anyone's hand, Dewey.
Ooh, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
And I'm gonna need it to re-roll as I
Yeah,
silvery barbs it.
All right. Ooh. That is a 19 to hit.
Still.
You now have advantage on your next
Okay.
attack, check, or saving throw.
I'm not gonna bother. This isn't gonna last.
That's good because I think I'm about to have a saving throw.
Yeah, I kind of sensed you might. So
9. So that is 9 points of damage, and it's Yeah, it just happens. So you don't get a save.
Wow, okay.
I had to reread it and look again. So your strength is reduced by 2.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Well, at least you got that tensor's floating disc.
Your work is done here, sir. You can go.
To carry yourself around on.
No. You keep your fancy ass right in that chair.
Whew, 8.
Yikes.
No, 9. 9. Oh, not 89. 9.
I have gained.
All of the games.
So much for being the
I
tank.
have the power.
And Dewey, it is now your turn.
Oh no! But it's next to me?
It's right. I mean, it's touching you. Bad touch. Bad touch.
Just a hand on your
He's
forehead.
not gonna have to show us on the doll. We're all seeing this, right? We all
If
see
you
it.
have a weapon, you can make it a magical weapon, which might be
we
useful.
should save that for us.
Yeah, I
We
am.
might need
But
Yeah,
I
I am.
have my daggers are magical.
Oh.
I'm just
Then I'll
gonna
take
go
down
ahead
my
and
rapier
cast
later.
Agonizer Scorcher.
Oh God, no.
It's a dex save. You
In
know
a
what?
library.
All right, a shocking grasp. Fine, shocking grasp.
Line of fire just shoots.
One of these days, we are just going to light the whole library on fire, and we're not gonna.
We are
do that.
locked in this room.
Oh yeah, we got locked in. There's a song played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might be
23.
humming.
Shocking.
Oh, I'm
grasp.
humming.
You might
Hold
be
on. I'll explain to him what's going on when Wuya joins the chat.
It's a lot.
Yes, you certainly hit.
2 points of electricity damage.
Lightning damage?
Lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to back away from it because it no longer has a reaction
Okay.
and get sort of behind some books. Get behind a shelf.
Do you move your full movement to get away from it? Okay.
Some non-burning books.
I run toward it. He runs away from it. It's a whole party.
You know, like you do. You do get the impression when you look at this thing that the lightning damage did not do as much as you thought it would.
Ooh, okay. All right.
And now Varnier fireballs everything.
You know,
Like any of
library.
you. Blam.
I didn't even want to do this restoration project.
Oh dear.
All right. Wuya, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Perception check.
James doesn't have to join because he.
Yeah, he sleeps through the whole thing.
Passive 13. If not passive, it's an 8.
Okay, I'm gonna go with your passive because you are asleep. But
Okay.
there has been a lot of noise. There were slamming doors. There were bodies falling over in the hallway. There was a lot of shrieking.
You felt a sleep spell cast. You have a special attunement.
Sensed
There was 2 sleep spells cast today already.
I'm awoken.
You are awoken by sleep. Oh God.
Also a good episode title.
Yeah. So as you're like, because the reason why you are in your bed is because you weren't feeling too well. You ate a little bit too much bacon too fast. Bacon. But you have been kind of in and out of sleep. You woke up to the scream, put the pillow over your ears, and rolled over.
Why does my pillow smell like brimstone? Weird.
Well, there's that. But then you come awake as you hear screaming from upstairs, and then the very distinctive sounds of combat.
I need to take a shit. And then just like go through the door and start going towards the noise.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This little kid just pads up the stairs.
Shit storms.
No, we cannot name an episode that.
Prune juice for everybody.
That's the name of every episode.
You
And I
know?
already used the bits for keeping us demonetized right given to Laura.
We have definitely created a shitstorm this episode.
Boy,
At least
that's
one.
the truth.
I will use my action to double move.
Scramble, scramble.
I don't know how long the distance is to get up there.
It's a bit of a ways. But go ahead and roll initiative just so I
Okay.
know when you pop up.
Oh, that's not too bad. 13.
It's more than me.
Was it?
Yeah, I had a 12.
Yeah.
All right. So, top of the lineup, Odila.
Okay, now that she has an idea of what can hurt it, she will look at the remaining shadow, first use Insightful fighting.
Insult his mother.
So I'm making an insight check against the target's deception.
Your mother was a light source.
And your mother smelled of summer.
16.
Okay, you have succeeded.
Yes. Okay, and then another magical dagger.
All right.
You know what? Make it a surgical strike because we got the card.
Oh yeah, do it.
Okay,
Gotta
so
burn
that's
these.
Gotta
a
burn
dirty
these.
20. And
Yeah. Mark.
So this
I
is a
will
card
make-
from the deck of inspiration. You want to read it?
surgical strike. You deal maximum damage on a single attack.
All right, so because you have your sneak attack, which is 2d6 at this level?
2d6.
2d6, and then your magical dagger, so that's 12 plus...
Plus 4 plus 5.
Okay, yeah,
That's nice.
your magical dagger slices through this shadow, and it just crumbles into mist. And all of you look around, tense, anxious.
Anyone else feel like that was too easy?
Yes.
Great.
Come on out, Shimshime.
We know you're here.
You can only avoid the blame for so long.
Where's your book?
Everyone except Wuya, make me a perception check.
And then see if you start humming. Ooh,
I see a stack of books.
I see Dewey. And then I sigh.
24.
Okay. Odila is the only one who hears this. Everything in here is quiet at the moment for a blessed second. No one is humming. Off toward the north of the middle floor, you can hear something singing.
Interesting.
You're too far away to make out words,
Yeah.
but it's not your companions.
The north, as in the direction of Barnier's bedroom.
Yes.
Abdullah's gonna rush to the beanbag chair and grab some of the cotton and put it in her ears.
I like how the beanbag chair is carried.
Oh, the beanbag chair is near death.
You're gonna have to
we
watch
have
it back. We've been using the beanbag chair
So
all
she
night.
wants to. She's gonna plug up her. There's some singing in the Barnier's bedroom,
Spockney will take off toward the room.
and she's gonna grab some more cotton and give it to people. To try to give it to people.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, she put it in her ears.
I didn't catch what you were doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why she's speaking a little louder, because she put cotton in her ears.
So the beanbag is not full of plastic pellets because we're in Faerun, but it is stuffed with cotton balls, basically.
yes.
Cotton balls with a K.
Wait a minute, this is Goose Down!
Roll initiative.
Head pops out
Dylan
of
plugged
it.
up her ears a little, and then anybody who's like,
Yeah, I'll take some, sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
All right.
What's going on?
Well, there's some... what?
What's going? Why are you yelling?
There's some shadows.
Oh, Dylan's
Nothing
gonna
is
come
yellow.
She's gonna put some cotton in.
I'm
his
gonna
ears.
cast Mage Armor.
Nothing is yellow.
Are we still in
Nothing's
turn
yellow.
order?
No.
Okay. Just
You are out of initiative.
Great.
I heard we're fighting Shamu.
Yes, Dewey, we're fighting a sentient whale. Could you?
No, I'm Wuya. That's Dewey.
You know what? I don't give a shit. Y'all get your asses up here as Spockney is beelining for the door.
I want to go away from the fight.
It's that moment where I kind of wish that we had the faders for the audio board.
Right.
Whoops.
Everyone, make me a con check.
Do we get advantage because we have cotton?
Oh! Not one. I know the whole song.
I get
Wait,
advantage,
do we
right?
get any advantage for cotton in our ears?
Oh, yeah, I have cotton in my ear.
The DC is lower.
Here.
Okay.
Hand me the sheet. I got
Hey, not one.
it. Here, take a look. Here, get the
19.
sheet. We're singing.
Okay. That would be two.
Are we
Or sorry,
quiet?
not sorry. That's a 15.
Siving wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does the shadow have a name? Shine! Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shine!
What
Dylan
gets
gets cotton and stuffs it out of his mouth.
I
Y'all
cast
wanted the musical episode. Here we are.
I cast sleep. I mean shatter.
Okay,
God.
so I mean, obviously you two failed. You succeeded.
I failed.
15.
2.
And
So I lost.
Dewey?
19.
Okay, so you two are fine.
Where's Vernier in all of this?
She's watching everything, just trying to take this in, just like everything is happening so fast.
Odila will run up to Varnier and say, "There's music coming from your room.
From my
We need to get that open now."
Yes, of course. Come on.
You're high level. Go,
Yeah,
NPC.
you threaten to kill us?
Yeah,
We'll
if
take
you
care of
just come
this.
unlock it before I start trying to kick it in, that would be ideal.
Yeah, Varnier is moving really quickly now that she understands what's going on, and like, pulls out a key. So, Miss Sabachthani, don't.
Yeah, unlock the door.
I got this. Yes, and she'll unlock the door, humming quietly to herself, and push it open. Beyond there is a bedroom. The singing does not seem to be coming from in here exactly. As you step into the room, Odila, you with that excellent check, even with the cotton in your ears, you can hear it like off to your right, through another small door.
F4.
F4 indeed.
She'll turn to Varnier and say, "What's in there?"
Browser refresh.
That's the Firefly room. That's where they stay until they need to be placed into globes.
Okay, she's gonna attempt to open it. She wouldn't think that would be locked, so she's just gonna go to the room and open it.
Yeah, so everything's right on top of you.
Yeah, and it's not locked, so it pops open with the two of you like nudging against it. This small room is awash in the glow of thousands of fireflies. The luminescent insects flit around inside more than a dozen glass terrariums that fill shelves along the walls. A steady plinking noise results from their bouncing off the glass. Shallow wooden boxes are packed on the lowest shelves. So yes, they're shelves with all sorts of stuff. Make me investigation checks, please.
I'll be slowly walking.
What I love
behind.
doing? Making skill checks.
Shimshai.
Shemshine.
What do you do to shoes?
You say investigation.
Shimshine.
Yes.
14.
Okay.
Should I add any bits to that?
The last verse doesn't scan.
Can we is this a inspiration?
That's inspiration, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
use it.
please add that.
I like how she's second.
No,
Anybody can use it.
Okay, 15. Oh, sorry.
James, you missed it. I got it in his water bottle. It was perfect.
So good.
I
didn't
did
go
clip.
to Six Flags and
Yeah, I
like
was just
have
saying, if you didn't clip it, I'm going to.
She needed a stuffed animal.
I need a Cupid doll after that. So you're looking around in this room. Sabachthani, make me a perception check real quick. So while you're looking around and the singing is coming from underneath a stone under a shelf.
Underneath a stone, under a shelf.
Like a what are those called? Cobblestone type of larger
floor,
stone.
kind of.
Yeah, a floor.
There's like a loose stone in the floor.
Yeah, that. Thank you.
Does it need to be an active, or do you want? Can I use my passive?
I'll take your passive on this one.
15 then.
Glancing around, you see that there's a stone portion that's underneath the shelves, and then there are floorboards that are wooden and scratched deep with a knife. There are words scratched into the floor that you see, kind of tucked off into a corner a little bit. It says, "Finish the rhyme."
She'll say out loud, "Finish the rhyme."
And then Shemshine died.
Finish the rhyme.
There's not a missing rhyme in there.
There was one that didn't make sense.
I mean, there's one that doesn't
Well,
scan.
nothing about it makes.
Oh wait, one of them. I think the last couplet doesn't rhyme.
No, see him on the side and wait, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does not have a name, causes grief, avoids the blame. See a dog knows how to heal, never heeds plea nor command. Mother gave it tasty meal, dog chose instead to eat her hand. Does not have a name, causes grief, avoids the blame. See his son doing his chore, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom of the Yeah, it doesn't scan correctly, but it does all rhymed.
That's true. Drowned
Drowned.
drowned
Does
town.
should have a name,
Is
causes-
it
It's a slant rhyme.
Is it missing a line? What
Dog roll.
What else is in that
Odila's gonna go towards the
page? Is there a
Zone.
painting missing? Can I see it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe there's another quatrain that we're missing.
It's the three
Yeah.
images.
Odila will go to the stone and is trying to lift it.
No,
Okay.
It's all four lines here.
It's very easy to move because it's loose. You're able to like get your fingers under it and
would
pull
be
it
able-
aside. Underneath there are two humanoid skeletons.
Are the humanoid skulls moving up and down and singing?
One of them is.
We're fighting a lich.
Okay,
boy.
that's horrifying.
See if they have the injuries, like the scythe wound and the The hand wound.
Yes.
Are there ears on the skeletons?
I mean, yeah, she will.
Was one of them
She
missing
backs
a leg?
up like a couple steps upon seeing a skull moving its mouth and say, how do you even do that without a vocal box? I'm just saying, but
Miss Nadia, you around? Oh God!
yeah. And then she, no, her instinct is to throw a dagger at it.
Yeah, just stab.
I mean, that is her instinct.
Stab first.
Okay.
Ask questions later.
Go ahead and roll me an attack, please.
Okay. Yeah, 18.
You hit. Roll me some damage.
Well, this will put him to rest.
You do. You do have an ally fairly close to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get that.
Oh yeah. Are you right there?
I'm right next to you.
Okay, good. I kind of needed that. So 6, and then I get 2 of these. Oh my god. Those are so
Wow.
I should be at the craps table. It's got snake eyes.
Your heart wasn't in it.
Yeah. Well, she's still creeped out by them. 8.
So this dagger flies out instinctively towards this. So the skull is glowing, and the jaw is moving. And as you look at it quickly before you go throwing daggers at it, and there is a hole in the front of the skull.
Another one now.
And then your dagger goes flying through that same hole, and the skull shatters, and the song stops.
Oh, I turned it off.
I feel like it's far from being that easy, but all right. Well done.
I don't hear anything.
How long do we sing for?
Until I tell you to make another con check.
Are so they're
She's
still
gonna,
sick?
yeah.
Humming,
She's still
yeah.
gonna look around into. Oh yeah, it's Sabat.
I'm right here.
But you're singing too, right?
I'm still humming.
Yeah, we rolled that one, so we
So
decided
I'm-
we're singing. But
I'm going to
I rolled a
look in the
2, so I'm
cubby now
trying
that
to stop.
song's not going.
Yeah, it's so looking over these bodies, you have extensive experience with with end of life stuff.
Investigating them, not causing them most of the time.
Sure.
I will help you. I am a doctor, as we've established multiple
Yeah.
times.
somewhere we all like grimaces.
Well, I was gonna call for his help next, but if you guys are having a sing-along, I would hate to interrupt.
Shamshai! Shamshai! We're just starting to riff now because we keep singing the same.
Shine.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You can't.
Oh.
Once it's in your head,
no.
the same tune is constantly
This
going.
really is a Delta Green module. I hate it. Okay. Sorry. You're
There's an animated
investigating.
component to this
I'm
as
going
well.
I'm going to help you investigate as we look at these skeletons together.
Okay, go ahead and make me an investigation check. That's
Wait,
fine.
what does help do?
Advantage.
Okay, yeah, needed that. Oh, did I just roll the same?
No,
one?
you rolled a 6 and then you rolled a 9.
And then 9. Okay, a little bit. 13.
Okay, so looking these over, the skull that had been glowing has exploded, so you can't get a whole lot of information off of that. But looking at the second body, the second skeleton, you don't see any hand move missing. You don't see a leg missing.
Okay.
The pieces appear to all be there, laid to rest.
Does it also have a hole?
No, it does not.
Does it look like it is a child skeleton?
No.
Compared to the other, or does it look? Does this look like 2 adults?
These are 2 adults.
So one of them no longer
Can
has
I
a
make-
skull.
Can I make a medicine check to see if I can, assess the pelvis and figure out if we've got a man and a woman or 2 men? Or,
Sure, go ahead.
See how well I do given the exhaustion.
Oh,
Oh, golly.
No, honey.
9. Spotsony's having a rough day.
She is. Looking at all of it, it's hard to tell. You can tell that these are 2 full-grown adults.
Okay.
Probably humans, because they don't have any of the, they're too tall to be dwarves,
Sure.
or halflings, or gnomes, and all the rest.
Something in the human or short elf range.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't have the pointiness that you associate with elves.
Yeah. All right. Complete the rhyme. So are we looking for another page of the book, or are we looking for another skeleton?
Well, Vanya said there were only the 3 scenes in the book.
We only found 3 drawings.
Yeah?
oh gosh. Are we gonna have to drain this ourselves, guys?
I am
That
going
might-
to
Put us all to sleep.
second level cast locate object for a skeleton.
Okay.
But Do you have to have familiarity with it?
When you're just describing like a type, and if you're looking for a specific item, you have to have seen it before. But if you're looking for like a type,
Okay.
yeah. So you go ahead and cast. Are you casting that with Book's help?
Well, I mean, always, but it's casting as a spell.
Okay.
So if it's in 1,000 feet,
I mean, there's 2 right here.
well, I know that, but I'm trying to look for another one. Describe a name of an object that is familiar to you since the direction of the object's location, as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. It also, let's see, a spell can locate a specific object as long as you have seen it up to 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, or a weapon. Can't locate an object if any thickness of lead blocks a direct path.
Do you want to specify that you're looking for a child skeleton so that you don't ping off of the 2 that we found?
Yeah.
You don't have to. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is weird because it's like I obviously know about those, so don't want to find that.
Right. I just feel like those are going to be nearest if you're still in the. Well, I guess it depends on if there's.
So I hear Dewey like speaking out loud. Odilla's gonna crush the other skull. Ask for a intact skeleton.
crap.
And sorry for desecrating the
I
grave.
ask for a skull.
Okay.
This puppy looks at you with a weird level of admiration. I'm done. Way to find that loophole, my bureaucratic heart. Worth over.
Yeah, so you basically send that spell like pinging away from you, a little bit like sonar, trying to locate that within 1,000 feet of you.
You go, wait, we all have skulls!
And I think it goes
Passes over
in every direction unless there's a lead. So 1,000 feet out from you in every possible direction.
Nearest.
Yeah.
Really hope we're not under the graveyard.
built on bodies.
I look over, there's one on the shelf. It's like, there's like a candle on the top.
Partner's like, I was doing Hamlet. I'm
Turns out
sorry.
Candlekeep was built on an ancient Illithid burial ground, and we're screwed.
You send the spell pinging away from you, and you don't sense any object. You don't sense any dead skull within 1,000 feet of you.
Wow. Okay, there's no skull. Within the...
So, complete the rhyme.
Shemshine.
It's...
Everyone make me con checks, please.
The bird was drawing, I think. Oh, nuts.
Son of a bitch.
7.
11.
14.
Natural 20.
Excellent.
Finally.
So how about
With
20? Oh, yeah, I
disadvantage.
thought
No,
about
because
that
it's
earlier.
not a skill check. It's
Yeah,
a stat
it's a stat check.
You
So
roll
I
20
don't
with
have-
disadvantage, though. That's pretty sweet.
Well, that means I rolled 2 20s.
14.
Right. So you succeed. Nat 20,
13.
13, 7. You two fail. You
11.
definitely fail.
But we didn't roll 1, so we can do other things besides...
Yeah, the three of you are humming, but you are able to like try and work things out. And Cthulhu is humming to herself. She's like slumped up against a wall, kind of hugging herself, just looking around. She looks like a cornered wild animal.
Perhaps someone who is on her good side should go check on Crinkle.
So Bokthany is going to pop out into the main room and look for Galeby.
Galeby is nowhere to be seen.
Galeby, sugar, I need to talk to you.
Is Ebder here?
Ebder is, Galeby is not.
I'm gonna start heading for Galby's room.
Okay.
I'm very specifically looking for her.
Okay. She is not in her room when you get down there.
I think Adilla would have
Galeby?
followed in tow.
Yeah, I think we should all...
Go.
Do you have
I'm gonna-
the ability to do locate object again?
Yeah.
If you're looking to find Crinkle, I gave her my charm of heroism, which you saw.
I mean, you.
Are we looking for Crinkle?
You could just
Well,
locate object.
I am looking for Galeby. You guys can look for whoever
Well,
you
there's
want.
locate person and
Yeah.
locate
Object.
object. They are different.
Didn't use
Well, do
But-
we know where Crinkle
I was
is?
gonna.
She might still be.
Crinkle's in her room.
Yeah.
As soon as we didn't see Gilby, Odilla at least would have gone to Crinkle's room.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is everyone at this point? Dewey, where are you going?
Following Odilla wherever she goes.
Okay. Lester.
Just because she's going to Crinkle's room.
I'm sticking around Varnier.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Probably heading to Crinkle's then.
Okay. And
Odilla followed quickly in tow.
I think Sabachthani and Odilla ran down the stairs together and then split in opposite directions. So I went to Evder and Galeby's room, and Odilla went to Crinkle's room.
okay. So yes, Galeby is not in her room, and now there's a small convocation forming outside of
I will
Crinkle's
spin
room.
around and bring up the rear of that group. Because she's not here. I will pop open each door down the hallway as I checking in case she's hiding under one of the other beds and just ran for the nearest guy. Saying her name,
Okay.
all of that.
I asked Varnier if he has a key to get to Crinkle's room.
No, Crinkle has the only key to her room. It's her private space. I have interfered enough with her life. I try not to interfere much further. Inside the room, everyone.
Crinkle's room's actually open.
Oh no, it's locked.
Odilla is gonna put.
Oh God!
Yes,
But then we can't open it.
she's gonna put that in. Wait, no. It doesn't disappear.
That
You want to lock
locks
it harder?
That means if we try and
That one locks it. It doesn't.
if we try and unlock it, it explodes.
She's gonna open the door.
Let me see that.
It says it disappears, and then as soon as you try to pick it or put a key,
It explodes?
It
Yeah.
explodes and does damage to everybody within
Yeah.
5 feet.
5 feet. She can throw her dagger into the
Oh, I see.
lock
Trigger
to,
it from far
to try
away.
to open the
Oh,
door.
Okay, no, I see what you're doing.
Trick shot.
It is locked with a different lock though, and it
What do you mean different lock?
let me see the card.
This is a great use case because this is not at all how I
I'm
envisioned
testing
it.
I know.
working. But it's
This is the old shoot the lock kind of thing.
Or put explosive on the lock.
and then explode.
I watched many heist movies. It works.
The problem is you don't know how far away you need to be from.
Within
That one
5
says
feet.
5 feet. We do know how far.
And then Crinkle's like, what's that doing at my door?
she has more than 17 hit points
Just FYI.
because one of my
We did
sleeps
speed
failed.
triangulation.
Yep.
Although
Wait, less than what though? Because your first roll was 26.
yeah.
So less than 26 hit points.
So it's sleep within a 20-foot radius of a point I can see, so I could actually see outside the door, and sleep would go into the room.
Can I just run up to the door and start pounding on the door? Crinkle, Galeby, we need to talk. Are you in there?
So listening at the door and being right there as you are, you can hear Galeby sobbing, and then hold on. You won't need that.
Dang it. Guys, this would have been so cool though.
It would have been cool
wouldn't-
and dangerous.
We'll do it to kill Crinkle on the way out. No one will know what happened.
We're losing these cards after today.
I will tell you this: the lock has more hit points than that can do. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. Wait, but
That's some fancy lock.
It is a good lock.
okay.
Galeby, sweet pie, we need to talk. Do you have any more drawings?
No, but I have some. Hang on.
Open the door, sugar.
And you hear like this fumbling at the lock. You don't even really need it. The kid is terrified.
Yes. Oh, Sabachthani is very aware. This is probably not helping as her fingertips are starting to glow with hellfire and her eyes are fully lit up, but she's trying to deep breaths.
You finally, after what feels like entirely too long, you hear the lock disengage, and you hear little footsteps backing away from the door.
I will open the door and I will very slowly push it up, make sure that I am the only one she sees at first. Kind of body, glance at the rest of the party with a little bit of a
The burning demon.
Take it a
woman is
second.
The only one she can see.
no. But Galeby, sugar?
Galeby is standing on the other side of the door in the center of the room, clutching something to her chest. She has blood splattered down her face and across her front, and she's clutching a book that seems to be about the right thickness. And she looks over. Crinkle was trying to hurt me, and I hit her with the book.
Okay, sugar. That's all right. Nobody's mad at you. Why don't you hand me that book?
I'm gonna go in and see if I can stabilize Crinkle.
Go for it.
Why? Why would I?
Anyone who, go ahead and make me a medicine check. Crinkle
I do have a
is.
healer. I do have a healer.
I was gonna say, if only the doctor wasn't the one doing the negotiation right now.
So looking inside, Crinkle is crumpled up against the statue, and looking around, it looks like it looks like Galeby hit her with the book, and she bounced off of the statue.
And she's out.
She is unconscious and bleeding on the
Okay,
floor.
I will
This is the
I'll just
crown
use my
cone
healer's
statue.
kit, which means I just stabilize without
Okay.
rolling a check.
Yeah, her breathing calms a little bit, and she is breathing. And Galeby is looking at you, looking at the book. Take it, please.
And Sabachthani is just gonna take a deep breath, remembering the last time that she was touching a book a lot in the Shadowfell, and will take the book out of her hands.
And as you do, you can hear the song over and over and over in your head. You are still humming it, correct?
Probably. Well, I rolled a natural 20.
That's right, you did. So you can hear it, but you're not humming it as you're touching it.
Great.
Who else is here and who is humming?
That'd be me.
I am.
Or like
I'm
carrying
upstairs
over.
with Varnier,
Okay.
but I'm humming.
And I mean, you know what else I was gonna do.
I will tell you right now, this is a metal book.
So like,
But can we open it?
Well, Sabachthani's holding it right now, and she is keeping herself physically between you guys and Galeby, so you're gonna have to get around her to get to where I'm facing Galeby, body blocking, getting this book first.
when I see Galeby with the blood spatter, seeing that book, seeing Crinkle, does it look like that is the thing that actually made the blood happen?
Yes.
Like splatter? Okay.
Yeah. From what you can see, looking around, Galeby said that Crinkle was trying to hurt her, and she hit her with the book. Mm-hmm. So it's a pretty good guess that she hit her hard enough. Strong kid, hit her hard enough to bounce her off of the statue.
So I'll approach her, and still in kid voice, but be like looking over her, making sure she's okay. It's like, can you tell me what exactly happened?
She was singing over and over and over again, and she had that book, and she was coming toward me, and she looks over, and as she looks over, you can see shadow coalescing around your hands. Sabachthani.
Somebody get this
around the
kid
book.
out of here. This is about to get real bad real fast.
Leah?
Hey, want to go really fast, really quick?
Yeah, let's get out.
Vortex warper.
Thank you.
Basically, it will be to a point I can see, so out the door and probably at the T section at which she would be at.
And she's like, how'd you do that?
Go upstairs, okay? Go to your dad.
Okay. And she runs up the stairs.
And Dewey actually picks up the bird and runs out and just dumps her in the hallway. I mean, not gently sets her down in the hallway.
And the book is a metal cover?
The book is made entirely out of metal. So looking at
An unstabbable book.
which is why I wanted to describe that to you
What
to make sure that
sorcery?
you knew not to stab it.
We got surgical strike. You can do magic.
Yeah, I
damage.
mean,
No.
your magical dagger, though,
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna throw it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of my emotional support daggers, make it a magical weapon, and
Interest oil.
it can't
And
break.
yeah, and at
up
this
and
point,
under.
I will turn and almost like.
but like up and under.
Yeah,
So
just
like
place
not
it
the
as-
covers,
yeah.
but like where the pages.
Right in the chin of that book.
You stab up into it, and as your metal dagger makes contact with it, you hear like the shrieky sound of metal on metal, followed by a low whispery hum that hums through your bones.
Do I also hear
She'll
it?
shiver.
Yeah, both of
Feel
you
it.
hear it since you're in contact with it. And it continues. Just that constant. It's almost like your dissonant whispers to an extent.
Yeah. All right, we got to complete the rhyme, eh? What does that mean?
Open the book.
Do you want me to close the door and I'll open the book?
Yes, we're gonna have to. Where's Lester?
yeah.
He's upstairs.
Okay, we're gonna do this without him.
All right.
Will ya get back into the room?
Oh, I'm still in here. I said
Oh, got
he'll
it.
be out.
I am
Shut
gonna
the
yell,
door, and I think
This
we're
tomorrow over. Let's go.
All right, stay with your father. I'm going downstairs.
So do you give it a moment to let Lester in?
Yeah.
If it sounds like he's coming, then
What are we doing?
we're about to fight a book,
Eldritch
and
blasted.
I will assume that one of the kids
Again.
near the door or closes the door. At which point, I will flip the book open.
What happened to the bird?
And that's a good point.
That is a fantastic point to end for the night as little figures pop to life on the pages of the book. And that is where we're going to end for the night.
Yay.
So join us next week to find out what exactly they have to do in order to defeat this particular mystery. Welcome, James. I'm glad you were able to make it, even just for the last
Yay.
part. Sorry, you got a little bit truncated there.
It's just that true realism of I don't know what's happening, but it's gonna be bad.
Yep.
Basically.
I just have glycerin on my face, and after I was torturing somebody, yeah, you know.
That's why you're all dressed up.
Yeah, you know. Don't take that out of context, even though I put it out of context.
Oh, that's right. You did say
Okay.
you were playing a gangster in something.
Oh,
Wait,
that's what's going
James, you get to have a
Oh, the wheel of accents.
wheel of accents.
Yeah, because we hit tavern upkeep. So
Yeah,
wait.
we got over. Okay. Minnesota accent.
Oh, okay,
Don't
here
you
we
know?
go, here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
See a mother siding wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does the shadow have a name? Shemshoim. Cause the scream of noise. Shemshoim.
I really want to
Oh, that's a good song there, that is.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
sang the heck out of that
Don't you know
song.
that song?
That's a good song there.
Don't you know?
I feel like you're,
Catchy.
Such a good ending for this episode.
Did we defeat
yeah.
it? Did we defeat it with that?
Oh no.
Suddenly it's more enraged.
You know?
We're making fun of it.
Yeah, the shadow gets deeper and thicker around these little figurines.
Shemshoim is like, that's not how you do them in a sort of accent.
So thank you all so much for watching, coming and hanging out. The multiple raids that came through on Twitch.
Yeah.
We really appreciate all of you. Thank you to those of you who stuck around. We really appreciate you guys.
We got a crazy week coming up.
Yes, we
Boy,
do have
do
a crazy
we.
week.
Give us the schedule.
All right, starting Tuesday, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific, I will be on the Nord Games live stream, which is twitch.tv/NordGamesLLC, not the other stupid one. And then podcasts will drop shortly after. One of them is really cool. You get to hear me go from Splatterface the Goblin to Yoda in one sentence as Jensen's disease runs rampant through the Goblin community.
Truly is taking over Portoria.
That's the real song. Yeah.
So podcast drop, and then
And last week's Chaos Agents will drop sometime probably tonight. I apologize, I didn't get the file, so you know.
and then Chaos Agents tomorrow, as we continue the road. Actually, I think I called it Return to Port Thoria. No, it's the road to Port
We're
Thoria.
on the road to Port Thoria.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be like Return to Akupar.
Exactly. So that's all of Tuesday. Then Wednesday, Keep the Game Moving. My episode with Ezra goes, and that is at YouTube. Keep the Game Moving. Do a search for that. There's also a channel in our Discord for it. Then Wednesday night, I'm doing a podcast record. So totally separate. I'm recording Wednesday night.
I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah. I'm just reminding myself.
And the redacted reports also drops on Wednesday. So
reports on
lots of
Wednesday.
content on Wednesday.
That's at like midnight, right?
Yes, I have finally figured out the nastiness that is time changes and set it up so that it drops at midnight Pacific time.
Nice. Then Thursday, I'm going to the dentist.
So if anyone would like to stalk Thomas IRL, you'll know me.
Not as.
That's why the podcast record is on Wednesday.
Yes, not as much dental work as members of our community, but a significant one. And then
I should hope not.
yeah. Well, yeah. And then Friday, 10 a.m., I'm going to do a Deck of Inspiration live stream. Caveat being that any ideas you submit can and will be used against in the deck.
Against us in a court
Yes.
of law.
So you can help me spell check in real time.
That's the real thing right there.
You had me at spell check.
And then on Monday, we will be back with Swords and Sages to hopefully wrap up Shemsheim's bedtime rhyme. So it is a very busy 7 days around here, up to and including Thomas's dental work.
Yeah.
Like to do.
Wait, hold on. I'm putting that in my calendar.
If you're not in our Discord, hop in because that's where you'll be getting more of these notifications as Thomas ping-pongs
I'm
around
at
the
the
entire
dentist.
internet.
Yep. I do have a request for somebody out there who is not on our newsletter. Join our newsletter because I need to see where you end up. Like what sort of group you end up in to make sure that it actually still works.
I don't think I'm subscribed to the newsletter. I should probably do that.
I am, and it came through while I was standing here in the studio.
I thought I sent it this morning.
It
but
literally just dawned on me that I think I only get them through the Facebook links because I'm terrible. So,
all right.
Hey,
you should all join.
Up our MailChimp numbers.
I beat all of you two into getting things up into the Discord, the chat. Nice. Mwaha. Right. Well, very busy week ahead of us, but right now we're going to go into an after show, which is available to patrons. So patrons will be back in just a couple of minutes. But have a good night, everyone, and we will see you next week.